And we're live. What's going on, gentlemen? Thank you all for coming here tonight. I will be bringing in some guests here as the night goes on, but I kind of wanted to just do a couple of intros and a couple of little shout outs here before we get started on the main topic. And yeah, I want to thank everybody who's been donating to the cause here on PayPal. Thank you guys so much. You're extremely generous, but gentlemen, it is not a necessary thing. I just got it, and the fact that I got the name was actually awesome. So thank you again. But again, guys, totally not necessary. So before we get started, I want to go over a couple of high points tonight. Some great news that's come out today. If you are unfamiliar with British Columbia or Canada in general, our biggest mouthpiece when it came to the COVID thing was Bonnie Henry out of BC here. And I'm going to share this video with you guys as soon as I can figure out how to get on here. And you guys are going to be some of the first to see it. But yeah, Bonnie Henry is being sued. Yeah, she's obviously going to get nothing for it in the end, but it's nice to see that the courts are actually willing to entertain the idea and, allow the case to actually happen. But the trial date has been set, and I'll play this short video here for you guys, and you can get more info from them.
So wonderful to be here. Me and Maria here. We're from Vancouver. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a city across the water there. Anyway, we're here to represent probably the largest, biggest, most mega trial in the world right now, and it's happening in BC at the BC Supreme Court. The Canadian Society, so it's happening for the Advancement of Science and Public Policy, otherwise known as CSAP, is organizing this lawsuit, and it's already had 7 hearings. It's probably one of the most underrated lawsuits out there. Yeah, well, it's going to get better from here. So the trial is set for April 17th, 2023. That's only a year away, not that long as far as trials go. And it's a 40-day trial. 40 days. 40 days and 40 nights. Bonnie Henry will be on the stand for 7 long, grueling hours where her... Bonnie Henry's rear end will be on the barbecue grill for 7 hours, where she is going to have to justify all of these pandemic mandates and measures, which there's, as we all know, there's no science here, so it's going to be a painful day for poor Bonnie Henry. The other thing I want to mention is Reiner Fulmick is one of the lawyers in this lawsuit. He will be here. The certification hearing will take place June 20th. It's a certification. That means that once that certification comes, the trial is set in stone. There's no turning back. And that's going to happen June 20th. We're 95% of the way there. Reiner Fulmick will be there June 20th. Bonnie Henry on that day will be on the stand. So come see us, SueBonnie.ca. You see us, come see us when we talk.
Well, isn't that some fantastic news? I hope the sound came through all right, guys. The last time I tried that, it didn't work out too well. But yeah, so that was the first one. The next one's even better, guys. If you didn't catch my tweet earlier, I think you're gonna like the idea of this. I'm just gonna stop sharing this screen here, and I'll restart the next one. Just a sec. So here's the new big news. This is the VP of Pfizer, and he has been arrested for fraud. Yeah, after the the documents that they had to release came out regarding the vaccine that they made. The VP has now been placed under arrest. He has been held, and he is being held until trial to figure out the bail. But one of the biggest things that caught my eye was the fact that the judge in question actually gave permission for Google and the media to suppress the story. So that's another big one. But Keaton here he was formerly a Rebel News reporter. He was the one who first put out the story about the 1,223 people that died during the Pfizer trials. And he was silenced pretty quickly. Rebel News has always been on the back burner. But yeah, as you can see right here, the lawyer has managed to get the story suppressed, and Google is doing what they can to help out. So, but he has been arrested. He is looking at charges when it comes to fraud. If this actually goes before a judge that is a legitimate judge and not in the pockets of Pfizer or, well, I mean, our government essentially, we could see something happen here. We could see these people lose everything and finally come to some sort of justice. And I personally think that's great news. Great news for all of us. So, moving on, I want to bring in Mr. Manly Load, who's going to be joining me for a bit here on this stream. And we're going to go into the actual topic at hand, counting the numbers of what was actually the cost of allowing feminism and the women to take over not even the Western country anymore, pretty much the world right now, except for a few pockets. And, did the Bible actually point it out to us in black and white 3,400 years ago? So please welcome to the show, Mr. Manly Load. Hello, sir.
Yes, I think for my first introductions, I'd like to suggest that women aren't actually in control. I'd say that they are being controlled to control us.
Yes.
So,
They're...
to elaborate on your notion.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense as well. I mean, they're influenced to take control, right? They know.
They control the reproductive systems, don't they, and who gets born and the genetic race. It's one of the theories why bald men exist, because women choose bald men to get with, so the genetic line carries on. That's the theory.
Yeah.
So,
Well, at the same time, they know that we are easily influenced by them, right? And this video that I'm going to show a part of tonight.
Yes.
This gentleman goes over and I have to be honest with you, can we really look at them today and say that most modern women aren't literally succubus from hell? You know what I mean? Like, you cannot look at them, go through the steps of what they do, how they do things, how they manipulate, and how they are just driven by the idea and could give two fucks less of how many men they leave dead in their wake. They are literally the succubus of biblical times. See, we got Jay in the back here. He's been having issues with his connection, so we might just give him a try here for a minute, Jay. But if you can't get a connection to come through, buddy, I'll just put you in backstage. Welcome, Jay. Oh.
Yeah, it's modern advertising.
What's that? Oh, I think Jay's still really badly delayed.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right, buddy, I'm just going to put you backstage for a bit here. So, yeah, Manly, I mean, can we actually look at the situation and say that, that's not the case?
I think on the larger scale, yeah, but if you want to get nitpicky on the whole scale, no. There is No, not every woman is like that. You know, they're no alts. But
No, no.
in my opinion, right, they are taken early on. You know, they meet them young, within before them 18, and they just so happen to just get on, and it's very very rare, especially in today's society. But my one of my auntie and uncle, that they was the last person I witnessed do that.
Mm.
And they died.
Well, you say that
Together. So.
the fact is they get them when they're young now.
Hmm.
But I mean,
I
I've
don't know
heard,
about today. You've said
yeah,
today the kids are.
like
So I
I've
don't
met
know.
I've met women who have just recently gone through a divorce. They're in their late 30s, pushing 40s, some of them. And as soon as they get online, their hypergamy kicks in just as bad as a fucking 18-year-old girl who's out selling her
Mm.
feet pics. Like they just go in full on. You know what I mean?
Well, with the media, you got to look at it like back in the day when you was watching movies as a kid. Things wasn't that violent. You saw a bit of like some red goo, and looked a bit like blood, and you was like, oh. Now you got these horror movies that where you can see people literally dissecting little tendons and muscles and torturing people to the extreme max. So people have been desensitized, and women have been desensitized to this narcissism and control, and woman power, and what was it? What's that saying they always say? The strong woman. I can do
Oh
things.
yeah.
I'm an independent woman. That's the saying.
Strong
Yeah,
independent
strong
women
in.
that
That's the one.
yeah,
That's the one.
yeah, that think grocery
Yeah.
stores stock themselves.
You
Shit
say
just grows.
you saying grocery stores. I literally, at least twice. I don't know more, but at least twice I've walked past someone on the phone going, "I'm a strong, independent woman." No word of low in the last 6 months. Twice, and I'm thinking, what So this media, this Instagram influence and TikTok influence and everything. It's because like we're in the manosphere. If you think about it, the internet, they tunnel us into an echo chamber. So we're
Yeah.
not only talking to each other. So like on BitChute, I'm only speaking to people who are already into it. So that's why I'm on other platforms.
Hmm.
And I think that's a bit of the problem. We need to expand a little bit more.
But that's just it with the like I said with these women that are just getting separated or just gone through a divorce and they're in their late 30s. They get a taste of it and it's like mother's milk to them. They go in fucking, both tits at
Mm.
once.
What's happened there is that they've been suppressed from their so-called social credit. Because they don't want to be known as a whore, but they've been brainwashed and suppressed, and it's all in the subconscious. So when they get the legitimate way, and that's why there's probably so many divorces, it gets to
Yeah.
a point where it gets so much they just want to be a slut because they've
Yeah.
just been programmed so much, and that it
Well,
cracks.
they've seen other women going through this, right? And they're like
Hmm.
getting all this attention from just random men of all ages because men are thirsty fucks. We'll admit that. You know, when I was 18, I didn't care if she was 40. She
Because
had a
we're
nice
programmed to
rear
be like
end.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she had a nice rear end. I'll get right in there. Oh, you're married? That doesn't bother me. Take that up with your husband, right? And as soon as they now, especially like I said, if they go through a divorce or a separation, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter how long it's been since they've been in the dating market. They can walk on to fucking Tinder or Plenty of Fish,
Hmm.
and they
Hmm.
will have hundreds of men fucking thrown at them instantly.
Yeah,
Right?
other divorced men. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I mean,
How many people from the manosphere have come into the manosphere because they didn't find a good woman afterwards? Because some of these men have got standards, but not all men have got standards, and that's why we come into the blue pill sphere. You
yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, I'd have to agree with what Reverend 20 Piece says, or sorry, not Reverend 20 Piece, but Rebel Against Defeat. He says maybe 2% of women are actually worth marrying on this whole fucking planet.
You know what? You know what? It might be 2% within the Western culture, and it's exponentially decreasing in other cultures too. Because
Very few
obviously, yeah, yeah.
pockets. We got pockets, right? We got pockets
Hmm.
where like
Like,
things
like,
are
like,
still the
Th-
way they were.
like as we know, with Thailand has been quickly degraded from You know, how feminism's completely degraded females over there. You know,
Yeah, well, look at what happened with Spain. In Spain, you used to be able to go to a whorehouse on every fucking block.
what's
As
happened
soon as
over there? I
fit,
haven't heard.
now it's illegal to be a man. When you go to court for any kind of accusation against you, you don't go to prove your innocence. You go there to accept your guilt.
Oh, fucking, that's a bit like UK.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
but
serious. That's a bit like UK.
they did it over
No
fucking
lie.
night. Yeah, no lie, man. Like the northern part of Spain, I
Mm.
wanted to go there because it used to be a big fucking tourist trap for men, right? What you would
Spain's
do,
beautiful. I've been there. The people are absolute. When I went there, the people was amazing,
yeah,
friendly as hell. You
and
know,
they are. But
yeah, yeah,
if you're a
lovely
guy,
people.
and let's say you had a house, all that stuff, you built your life, right? You can't go and have a relationship with a woman. You can't literally interact with her. Men have been put in jail because they laughed at a woman for a stupid comment they made.
Mm.
And they went
In
into
the
the court.
UK, people have been arrested for just wolf whistling. They
Yeah,
said it was sexual assault.
y-
Seriously,
yeah.
you know, in the UK.
Well, it's just as bad there. And they took that up in
Mm.
like less than fucking 10 years. It went from, it was a male paradise essentially, right? Like I said, what you would do is you'd go to France, right? And then you drive across the border and fucking go into the northern part of Spain, and this is where all the like cat houses and hotels were, right? And stuff like that.
And
It w-
Epstein's mosques and stuff.
yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
Epstein had nothing
temples
on
of
this.
Moloch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he got his ideas from these guys. And then
yeah.
all of a sudden it completely turned on a dime.
Mm.
Completely turned on a dime. Now they went from one extreme to the other overnight. And now men are arrested there. Like I said, if you laughed at somebody who made a stupid comment, you can find yourself behind bars 2 months later.
Mm.
And she can own your fucking house. Like,
Well,
what the fuck?
show more than actually knowing your future earnings too.
Or that. But
Mm.
either way, you're not going to a court to prove your innocence. You're going there to accept your guilt. And they'll keep you there until you accept it.
Well, I was staying over in Poland, and the guy's apartment I was staying at, he divorced his wife a long time ago,
Hmm.
and he was telling me how she sits on the sofa brainwashing his child to, just to go against him while he's just sitting around playing computer games, doing nothing, sipping wine, moaning, demanding more money, while he's out in Poland working his balls off pretty much 24/7. I mean, the guy never stopped work. I mean, he'd come back and he used to go to sleep watching TV. That was his rest. The guy was a nutter. He woke up, worked, went to sleep, woke up, and he died of stroke. No wonder, man. He worked himself to death. That guy did,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And it went
Uh,
all, and half of it went to a woman who didn't give a shit,
yeah.
and a
Well, I
kid, you
mean,
know.
um, here in Canada, and I know in the US, and I'm quite sure it's the same in the UK, men's suicide rates are off the fucking charts when it comes to the difference of men and versus women when it comes
Oh
to
yeah.
suicide, right? Now, it's not that women don't go in and attempt shit. It's just they can't even get it right all the time. So, they end up surviving it. Mostly it's a cry for
No,
attention, right?
what it is I think what it is there's more female support groups out there. There's the governments. There's all this feminist, but everything right, and there's fuck all for men.
Not a
Nothing,
fucking thing. Not a
fucking
thing.
nothing.
Not a thing.
Everything is feminist based, and I
Yeah.
think what the repercussion of is that more women have got more women to back up on. As in, us men are segregated and we're alone from each other. So
Yeah.
we don't, and then we find a few truths. You go into the manosphere. You may even more, drop a couple of red pills. You may even more alone. So that invites even more,
Mm.
consequences. So
No, absolutely. And I
mm,
mean, excuse me. According to the polls that we have here, right, between Canada and the US, and I do have a couple of pages to pull up. Um, according to the polls, they actually say that 80% of the people that say they have some sort of depression, 80 to 90%, actually go get treatment. right?
I
So
don't believe that.
here's the thing:
Do not
most
believe
men,
that at all.
most men don't go for treatment,
Yeah.
right? So who's the 80 and
I'd say
90%?
about 60 to 70% would
Do you think?
overall. Yeah, I mean, you look, if 80% of the world took the vaccine, right, because of the media pressure, I'm around about 50, 60% people just took the meds, you know. Yeah, I can see that. You know, how many men in the hemisphere are on anti-meds right now? Antidepressant meds, you know, because they're getting into this red pill scenario.
Hmm.
You know, it's just the way, you know, we've been conditioned. It's not our fault, you know. We
No, it
travel that
is.
path, you know.
It isn't. And I mean, but like you were saying, I mean, like I said, according to their numbers, 80 to 90% of the
Nah, bullshit.
people that
Yeah,
say they have depression go and get treatment.
bullshit.
Um, I would have to say that most likely it's a 95% of those are women because most men
Whoa,
don't go get treatment, right?
no,
They
I
usually
don't
end
know.
up
I
taking
don't know
their
if I
own
should
lives.
argue with that.
No, they
Yeah.
usually end up taking their own lives. They really
Hmm.
do. And I mean, when you're looking at numbers, like here in Canada, I thought our numbers were bad, right? On an average, it's about 4,000 people, commit suicide. And I think it's about 60,000, or sorry, 16,000 that attempt it, right? So they're not
Jesus.
all success, luckily, but we still have 4,000, over 4,000 people that are dying every year. Here's the thing: the the major majority of them are men. So like 3,600 and something are men, right? Those are the ones that actually succeed. And they're mostly men in our age groups, between that 20 to 35 range,
Hmm.
right?
They are. Yeah, yeah.
Which is the divorce range,
Uh,
obviously.
I made a video on this. Yeah, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Yeah.
Or young men that are like between the ages of 15 and 19. That's when you start dating seriously, right? Somewhere in there.
Fucking younger nowadays. Jesus
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah,
3,000
yeah.
were linked to family courts. 3,000. So
Out of
that
how
means
many?
out of 3,400 and something. So really only 400 and something that actually
Jesus.
succeeded were not linked to the family courts, either as a child that was going through the family courts, but mostly it was the fathers, right?
Mm.
So unfortunately, it's just a fucking
The con-
sad, sad, sad reality of the
it's
world we're living in.
the consequence of taking someone's life away from them, you know, men's children. It's their
Yeah.
fucking life. It's their fucking legacy, you know, and you just fucking take it away from them. What the
Well,
fuck? You know, I
what,
don't know why more men ain't fucking raging about this right now. Getting their
well, that's
fucking
just
kids
it.
taken away, and people should be fucking angry, you know.
That's just it. I mean, I like to follow Terrence Pop's
I'm not
fucking
saying they're
theory.
not either. Sorry to interrupt. I'm not saying they're not. It's just, you know, that's just a catharsis.
Well, I mean, we try to keep the peace, right?
Hmm.
The reason I didn't choke the life out of my ex-wife is because I, wanted to keep the peace, and I thought that the courts were there for me.
You
And by
wanted to
the
stay
time,
Anakin. You didn't want to turn into Vader.
yeah, I didn't want
You
to,
liked your
but
face too much. You didn't want
but
it burnt off.
but at the same time, once I got done with it, I realized that it was not the case at all. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I bought the lie,
mm.
and it's an
Like most
unfortunate,
people do. Yeah.
yeah, it's an unfortunate lie because they can sit there and lie to you and keep a straight face no matter what the fucking case is, right? They don't need to trip up. They can lie automatically, and there is not a hint.
So
There's
inbred
no
into
indication.
culture. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
I
Yeah, there's
mean,
no indication because it's natural to us. You know, how many times do we say a white lie and then go, "Oh shit, that's not right," you know,
yeah.
because it just come out naturally because it's just so embedded in culture. You know,
Mm.
you know, our language itself is built upon deceit. You
Yeah,
know,
and I mean, so
so,
we've got that factor, right, where women are really good at lying. Okay, let's take that factor, and now let's factor in the courts literally make $52 billion a year doing what they're doing. By keeping
mm,
you from your kid, they get paid.
It's got to be more than that. It's got to be more. You think
Well, it's
about
52 billion in the U.S. That's in the
imagine
U.S.
all
alone.
the court cases constantly, all the divorce rates. That's new court
Mm-hmm.
cases. I think that's got. Maybe it's right. I don't know.
Well, that's for the U.S., right?
Mm,
Now, here's the big thing when it comes to suicide, when it comes to how many divorces are going on. You can actually follow the graphs and see year for year as the marriage rates drop and as the birth rates drop, so do men's suicide. So the only way we get to live
Is
on
it-
is if we don't play the game.
so is that suggesting that less men are having kids, less men are having their kids taken away, so less men are killing themselves?
That's
Is that
exactly what it's,
a
that is
hypothetical
exactly
theory?
they can't, no, they can't deny it. They cannot deny it. It's literally like a 1-to-1 fucking parallel, right?
And the only problem is with that is good men are not carrying on the legacy, because you look
No,
at
they're
my
not.
point, you look at my stance. You consider me a good minded man, so my psychological state will not be passed on genetically if I don't have kids, and that's the state I'm in right now. You look at the world, you think, oh, I can find a mother to my children. Even if I do, no, I'm not going to lie to anybody. I want children, I do, but I can't. I do not find any chance or hope in finding a woman good enough to house my child. And I'm not the greatest person, but it's when I have a child, it's for my child, it's not for me. So I want a good house for my child. And for
Hmm.
9 fucking months, that's the house for my child.
Hmm. Well, not only
End
that, but
of,
you guys are attached forever.
Yes,
As long as you're
spiritually,
both,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
as long as you're both alive, doesn't matter if you're together. You're attached at the hip because you have a kid together,
hmm
right? Normally, especially the way men look at things, we see it that way. Most men see it that way. However, most women do not. When they are done with you, you're done. You're literally nothing in their eyes. You're not the
unless
father.
that there is a stipulation where somehow you become a bit more worthy. So you say you gain a little bit more wealth. Then
Mhm.
you know what it's like when you success. There's that saying that all the worms come out the woodwork.
Yeah, well, I mean that
So
at
there's
the
lots.
same time, that's
You know,
just
or
her
it's,
trying to get.
or even if there's a use they can use for you, to leverage on someone else, they can use it that way.
Mhm. Yeah, but at the same time, that's just them trying to extract more resources out of you.
Yes, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, oh, he's more useful now because he's doubled his fucking
yeah.
salary, right?
Emotional
Or his take
resource.
home.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
want some
Well,
street credit with someone else.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that just means they get to take you back to the family courts and get more. That's a bonus, right? But either way, if you live or die, they're still going to get state benefits,
Yeah.
right? And that's all my ex-wife wanted to do. She wanted state benefits, so she did what she had to do to separate me from those kids.
And you know what I think to leading on that is it reminds me of what when I was growing up. I was looking around and I was thinking, I can't fucking, I can't, I can't see good women for my kids as a child. And you know, and these women have it easy. All they have to do is have a child, and them done, them sorted. They've got a house, they've got some benefits, they've been sorted. So now I'm thinking, modern day, all these boys growing up and having this transgender education pushed on them, and this. Uh, uh, I've got to be careful what I say because I don't want to get this stream cancelled. This,
Oh, go
every
ahead.
single live stream I've been on has been took down. So hopefully
Well,
this stays
I
up.
haven't gotten a strike yet, so I mean, I'm still working on it. Still
Okay.
working on it.
But yeah, as growing, these kids are looking around and saying it's easier to be a woman. Look around, you just get pregnant, buff. But now them thinking of giving about this transgender allowance thing. Now, have you heard of that?
Yeah, yeah, because
So
they're
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
push
yeah.
something like that here in Canada. Yeah, where
And
you,
so
if you,
now, so now it's they've got the choice of turning into a woman now and getting
Mhm.
pregnant. So men now have a choice to become a woman. How
Yeah, but
sick is that? You know, instead of going off into the field and fending off for yourself and joining a random community, you know, be forced to go through this. It's disgusting.
Yeah, good mother might be right here, man. I'm not misogynistic enough. I don't know what to tell you. I have tried to become a racist. I have tried to become as toxic, misogynistic as possible. It just does not seem to work. I can't get it done, guys. Maybe this is shortcomings on my part, but who knows? You know.
Hey, trust me, stop talking about flat Earth, and you'll soon make a few enemies. What you
Well,
do is you take the piss out of flat Earth, then globers, and take the middle stance, and then you'll enrage everybody. That's the best thing.
really? Well,
Yeah, because
maybe
you're taking the mick out of both people's theories.
maybe I'll have to get some lessons from you. As long as you don't charge me $3,000 an hour, we'll be fine.
No,
I'll just get some
no,
lessons
I
from
don't.
you.
No, I'll charge you 200 banana skins.
Oh, perfect. Guys, donate. We gotta get some banana skins.
Yeah.
No, I've tried, man. But I kind of wanted to play this short clip that kind of went with the whole narrative of what I posted there. I mean, I'm not a religious person, right? Not at
Me
all.
neither.
Now,
Well, I'm agnostic, but I'm sort of, you know. Do you believe
yeah,
the same thing? Yeah.
I might be more middle of the road like an agnostic, but I don't fully understand.
Agnostic. Ag is the
Whatever.
AG. Agnostic. Just a future
Agnostic.
reference. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to correct you, but you know.
Well, I mean, I don't know that as well either. So, I mean, maybe I'm not even that, but I
Yeah,
like the stories, right?
yeah.
I believe in a lot of the messages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love thy neighbor, look after each other, you know, yada, yada, yada. Basically, all the shit we abandoned completely when we got rid of
And
religion.
that's the very reason why I reference a lot of Bibles, because you know I feel the same as you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And these are great stories, and they're in most religions,
and
right?
moral teachings. You know.
Moral teachings. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
They might have used religion in horrible ways because there's always going to be somebody out there to use
Of course.
everything in a horrible way, right? From the
Yeah.
internet to the government, somebody corrupted everything. Religion's no different.
They convinced us to use money, but that's another topic for another time.
That's another topic, yeah. But
Yeah.
at the same time, the teachings in this book, you know, when you really look into them, and I wanted to cover the succubus especially because it's so relatable to today's modern age, right? There is literally no fucking limits anymore. We've gotten rid of the moral backbone of society by saying we don't need religion anymore, right? Which we shouldn't. But
But
we have also thrown out our morals completely as well.
and you don't even need to date these women anymore, because like, you have to deal with these succubuses in the streets and in the shops and just dealing in
Everywhere.
general. That yeah, you know, so you don't even have to be in a relationship. You just have to like be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and boom, they latch onto you. You know,
Yeah. Well, and I mean, they've,
with some
like I
sort of
said,
Karen show. You know,
if you think that extremism that's in Spain can't come to our countries, you're not fucking paying attention. Okay? We now have politicians that are literally trying to fucking put us back into enslavement, right? And create their new world order.
yeah, but they want to know our biological standpoint instantaneously. Have you heard the Johnson lecture, or what do you the seminar, whatever you call it,
No, I
interview?
didn't.
He literally says he wants instantaneous uploading of our biological, psychological welfare with this new technology. It
No.
was only a few months ago, maybe less than that. It's sickening
Well,
to
there you
see
go. I mean,
someone in charge of this country telling me how he wants to fucking control me and wants all my data and everything.
well,
It's
look at what's happening with the politicians here in the West, right? They're completely denying that anything is wrong with anything outside of what they're saying. You know, they created this pandemic.
them in their own world. Yeah,
they're in their own world. They're denying the fact that people don't fucking want to be enslaved again, right? So we have politicians that either run off or just spit out nonsense, right? Oh, the world's
The
on
scripts.
fire.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk about the transgender rights here. Let's talk about fucking how teachers are not allowed to fucking tell your kids how to be or what their sexuality is while they're in, preschool. Like, dude, your people are starving. You're on the verge of fucking an economic collapse. Literally, your world is on fire, and you're talking about nonsense. Because they're not affected by this. As long as it continues on down the road we're going, they won't be affected by it. Right?
But it's all changing now, isn't it? Because they realise it's not continuing. It's not going to be getting away with it soon. You know, look, what is this Amber Heard trial going to do? You know, you got all the normal people siding with Depp, and you got all the the media siding with Amber. And there's going to be a result soon. Whatever the result is, that's going to have a massive social impact. You know, what are men going to get more decisions if Depp wins? You know. Is the tide going to turn? And women are already changing behaviour because
Dude,
men are leaving the plantation.
Johnny Depp
once if they lose the legal leverage, it's going to get even worse.
Johnny Depp can't win. Johnny Depp has been innocent since day one, and this is going on
I don't know.
for 3 years.
Have you seen Amber's lawyer? If she wins, then it's the judge. Judge has been paid off.
Dude,
she's absolutely Amber's lawyers are just dog shit, for lack of a better words.
how can you say that they're not already fucking paid off or influenced?
Yeah, it's all staged. You know, we spoke about it in The Horseman, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did. Did I give away one of my new members? Oops.
That's okay. When are you planning on releasing?
It'll be about a month or two, man. It takes me a long time to edit and process them. You know, it takes me a long time. I did it in 2 weeks last time, but I'm giving myself longer because it was really pressure. You know, I put a lot of pressure on myself doing it in that short amount of time. So.
Well, no worries. We're giving you lots of fucking. Hopefully, we're giving you lots of good, useful shit.
Well, for everyone out there, there's 3 episodes so far, so just another 2, 3, and tomorrow, it seems like it's going to be a full bloody house. So let's see what happens.
Beautiful. I'm in. So hey, let's go over this fucking video here from this guy, on Succubus, because personally, I've watched a few of his videos and. He's got a couple that really caught my eye because I'm a red pillar or MGTOW, right? And it had, it listed as a negative.
It's because you're racist. Is that what it is?
It could be. But this guy seems to have found the red pill, and he found the worst fucking people. He found the PUAs.
Oh, that red pill.
Yeah. That's how he visions the entire, manosphere or the red pill philosophy.
Yeah.
He has found PUAs because if you watch the video, and I'm going to just play a minute or so of this one, but if you watch his other video regarding how the red pill is toxic or some shit like that, he really goes into the details. And if you listen to what he's saying, he's actually listing off the fundamental background of PUAs. You know what I mean? So it's like he didn't actually find the red pill community. He found the PUAs of the red pill community.
If you don't know, Chris, I actually have an intricate personal experience of PUAs, so I know quite a lot about it. Yeah.
Well, we have a couple guys that are former PUAs themselves.
Yeah, I could have potentially been one, but it just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me from the first day, Yeah. But it does, PUA does work. There is. I'm not gonna lie. There is some tiny benefit to it, but obviously not on the money that you because, for example, I had a confidence block, and at 6 months I got a date on Valentine's Day in a different country I've never been to before. So it does work, but it wasn't for me. I didn't like just going up to women and tricking them and just being this false self. You don't know who you're getting with, man. You date this one for 6 months and you start finding out who they are, and you've been sharing your DNA with them for 6 months.
Not only that, but they got you by the literal fucking balls.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
if they wanted to push a false allegation against you and say you raped them, They
Oh,
have
that's the
that
new
power,
thing. Yeah, that's the new
right?
thing you got to worry about. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking
But
hell,
see, and
'cause
that's where I disagree with PUAs. Yes, they understand their nature, but they are telling
I
men,
forgot about that. I forgot about that. I do retract all I said. Okay, when I went and did PUA, that was the case, but it is not now. So I
Mhm.
do retract that statement.
well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like I said,
No, because it's
these
dangerous.
guys,
People can
it
go
is
in jail for,
dangerous.
yeah.
It is fucking dangerous, man. We have guys that are going to jail for false allegations already, and they're not fucking PUAs,
Do you know how many people I meet in the streets that are always in a tangle with some sort of allegation from a woman?
dude.
It's unreal.
at
It's
least
more
30
than
to
it's
40%.
more than the women saying I'm strong and independent. Way
Yeah,
more.
it's at least 30 to 40% of what
You
goes
could be
on in
right.
the courts total.
Could be
It's at
right.
least 40%. I have yet to meet somebody who didn't go to jail and not have a woman tied to it in some way or the other. You
Well,
know?
what's that saying? Is it that all fights in the clubs are started because of a woman?
Yeah. Hey,
You
this
know,
is where the succubus
even if the woman's not involved, even if it's just a man's fault, it's over a woman, isn't it? So,
Yeah. Well, if you go into the lore of a succubus, and now this is not in, I don't think this is actually in any Bible, it's just expanded lore.
well, a succubus can get a group of men fighting over.
Well, not only that, but if you survive her kiss of death, you become a vampire, and that's how vampires were
Oh, yeah,
created in the
yeah,
succubus
yeah.
lore.
That is
So
true. Yeah,
you
a need for
become
codependency. Yeah.
you become just as bad as she is. You
Hmm.
become a walking bloodsucker,
She becomes,
essentially.
yeah, you become addicted to her attention, the need, that neglect, and you sort of become, she becomes a dominatrix in the kind of relationship, and you become that sort of mental submissive gimp. You know.
Or you can go on to be just as bad as her, right? So let's take those
Well, that's what
guys.
bullies do. That's what bullies. Most bullies are victims, aren't they? And they take it out on
Yeah.
other people. So yeah.
Well, let's take these guys that are the known PUAs right now. They are literally the vampires of the red pill community. That's how I see them.
The big ones, yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
the small ones are eating themselves up. That's laughable. So just
yeah,
just
but
just leave them to eat themselves up. So,
but it's exactly how they're described, right? They survived
narcissism for
the
you.
they survived that succubus a kiss of death, right? And now they're fucking vampires to the same guys that they were saying that they were out there to support.
Proving your point, have them eating themselves up. The vampires, they're
Yeah.
sucking each other dry.
So there you go. I mean, we need some garlic and some steaks for these fuckers, I guess. I don't know.
Before you
Right?
play the clip, one of my personal experiences that one of my best mates who I worked for absolute years become a PUA,
Really?
and yeah. And he decided he got in with a few big ones at the time. I don't know if I should mention them, but I got in a few big ones at the time, and he decided to start his own thing up, and they found out,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously that means he's crouching on his custom, on his market, on his men, so they blacklisted him,
No, totally. Or they
yeah,
try to indoctrinate you to be
and
the same
insulted
thing.
him, slandered him, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Or they
imagine how
try
many,
to
yeah,
indoctrinate you.
yeah.
They sell you on the idea of you selling their program in
Mhm.
your own light. Donovan Sharp, Fresh and Fit, all fucking students of Rollo Tomasi.
And why do you think they hate MGTOW so much?
Because
And the
we
monk
call
so
them
much?
out for their bullshit.
But no. It's more than it's more simple. A lot more. They don't care about being called out fundamentally as long as they've got people going to them.
Yeah,
But
or
we're
they pay
taking
them.
their custom away. We take
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
It's
Taking their
more
fucking money.
basic. It's a lot more basic than that. They're beast. They're not spiritually woken. They say they are, but they're not.
Well, I think it was MGTOW Ghost who comes into the chat quite often now. I believe it was him who said he was a PUA, and then he ended up knocking up some chick, and now he's gone through the experience of the family court. And
Ooh,
dude, yeah, I mean, I haven't heard him
bless him.
say anything beneficial about the fact that he was a PUA. You know what I mean? It's like now I fucked my own life
Well, do you want to
forever.
play? Do you want to play this clip before we
Yeah,
go
yeah.
any further?
I want to play.
Yes,
I'm only going to play about a
yeah.
minute of it,
Yeah.
minute and a half. But yeah, I want to just let him lay it out here for you guys. Have a listen, and we'll go from there.
Succubus woman. guys, don't entertain her. Don't interact with her. Don't talk to her. Don't, bruh. Don't do it. And it's sad that a lot of brothers can't detect that, you know. And when I was new to my spiritual walk, when I was on a low level in my spirituality, I didn't detect. You know, I didn't know what the heck. I knew what Jezebel was, but it was kind of a little bit hard for me to detect Jezebel. Now, Jezebel, she's not really a threat. You know, to me, she's not because it's
That's just a
obvious.
lack of
Oh, it's low level
experience.
Jezebel, high level
Really?
Jezebel. It's easy to detect.
Female yeah, it's a lack of
But the
female
succubus
experience if you don't
woman,
know a Jezebel.
you know, the woman in the red dress.
Yeah, no.
It's like to detect a Jezebel. A lot of men get with a Jezebel knowing they're a Jezebel, but they've got low standards.
Yeah.
So as time goes on, that Jezebel spirit just gets too much.
Yeah.
So
And
he's
I mean,
saying, you know, so
if you've only got
he's
the
saying he can't detect them. So that's for me a lack of experience in the field.
honestly, it kind of goes back to what Rebel Against Defeat was saying, man. There are so many of them. Like, if the percentage is so fucking low for decent women who have morals, right? The risk is not worth the reward. And for people to say, oh, you should just keep trying, clearly have never lost anything. You know what I mean? They've never lost either their children, their homes, their finances, their freedom. They haven't lost anything. Not a goddamn thing. So the fact that you have people out there telling you, oh, don't let one bad experience ruin your whole life. It's like, no, man. Today, you cannot take that risk at all.
No,
Not at all.
should carry the rest of the video.
Yeah,
So
I'm
do
going to play the
interrupt,
rest
yeah.
here. Shut your cake hole.
Yes.
It's
You
far
know
to
how they
catch
tell
him.
you in the coronavirus, you know, stay 6 feet away, you know, so you don't catch a coronavirus. Stay 100 yards away from the succubus, so she doesn't drain you. I mean, guys, it's real, man.
Yeah.
And the guys on semen retention, they know it's succubus. They I'm pretty sure you dealt with them, or maybe you gained some knowledge through the YouTube people, you know, spreading some knowledge on YouTube or Instagram or whatever.
Drop them red pills, bro.
But she will drain you. You know, she will suck you, succubus. She will suck you from your energy.
She'll suck the
You know,
life force out your cock.
I'll be honest, guys. You know,
Students with
I'm not doing the ad thing. But yeah, that was basically where I wanted to end it, around that 1 minute. If you guys want to go watch the whole fucking clip,
ad block.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry. Did I
if
say
you want
that
to
out
watch,
loud?
if you want to watch the whole clip, I got it linked in the description. And like I said, if you do watch any of his other videos, try not to be too harsh against him, because of the simple fact that he just doesn't have that information. You know what I mean? He walked into the manosphere and found the PUAs. And that's what he knows.
People just need him to do some to other content creators, you know, spread his knowledge and watch him grow. See what happens.
Yeah, and you know, the best part about picking his clip, this guy is, you know, he seems to be on his more religious path, right? And this is where I wanted to bring in the Bible fact as well, because all these things, if you go through the Bible, whether it be Old Testament, New Testament, doesn't matter, right? They kept in a lot of this stuff, and it points out, especially the Old Testament, it points out a lot of these traits, you know, that comes with these demons. And literally, you can watch what used to be a decent woman who, you know, like I said, went through a divorce, right? As soon as she starts getting the attention on fucking like Plenty of Fish or Instagram, her fucking mindset completely changes.
Well, what does
She becomes a succubus herself without even knowing it.
I was just going to say, what does it say in the KJV? I don't know which scripture it is, but the scripture is, it's better to walk alone in the wilderness than marry a quarrelsome wife.
Really? I've heard
King
it's
James
better
version.
I've heard it's better to put your seed in the belly of a whore than it is to spew it on the ground.
Either one will work.
Either one will work, man, because
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? Yeah, I can understand, because back then things were mostly kept in check, right? You had a few women, even in biblical times, who were complete controlling, narcissistic fucking Jezebels, right? They
No, well,
literally.
I'd say not so much actually.
What do you
I
mean,
think back. I think
Cleopatra? literally murdered and
Yeah,
fucked
but
her
that's
way
a
to the
few. That's
top.
that's a few of many. I think
Yeah,
in general there's submission.
yeah, there was a
Overall,
few.
but I'm not denying there was a plenty of evil women. Yeah,
Yeah, there was a
plenty of
few, but
succubuses, of course. Yeah,
yeah,
the
but that's just
The
it.
Weimar influence, World War One and Two, destroying the nucleus, family nucleus.
Yeah, when they destroyed the nuclear family, they got rid of
Yeah,
religion. They literally took
re-enter the
away.
Weimar culture, slow
Yeah,
bit by bit,
they
like boiling a slow frog.
yeah they turned up the heat
Slow boiling
slowly.
a frog. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, they turned up the heat slowly.
Yeah.
They
Yeah. Yeah.
knew who to go for, right? They knew who their primary target should be, and this started like back in the fucking like 20s or 30s, man.
Hmm.
You know, they were getting these women indoctrinated, and they were going out and actually committing acts of terrorism, like blowing up and burning down fucking buildings and shit.
Hmm.
This is not new. This extremism is not new, but now it's accepted
Hmm.
worldwide.
And what's missing
Worldwide.
today? And what's missing today is back then. You actually had the counterbalance. You actually had good women back. Some good women back then.
You
So
did.
what was it? What was that one woman that betrayed that actually betrayed the British forces and gave intel to the Confederacy? That one wife.
Uh,
What was her name?
I can't remember, and I'm not
Gave all
from the
intel,
U.S.
betrayed them, and it kept you freedom because it helped you win a load of battles. So women like that. A few women like back in the day, a woman used to pick up a weapon and fight by a husband. You don't get those women no more.
Yeah,
They've all been by rights. It's not their own. It's not their fault, but they've been battered to cowardice. Everybody has, in a sense, wearing the
yeah.
men. You know,
Well,
so
that's just it. They've used the
fighting.
women.
Sorry,
They've
we're
used
men. We're all men, but
they've used women to demasculate men, right? That were their age, and they've used them to
They've
completely
used us
indoctrinate.
demasculate us. They've used us demasculate ourselves. How many bad fathers are there as well as bad mothers?
Hey,
There's
there's bad
tons. You
dude,
know.
there's bad people across the board. But there,
Mhm.
if you
Mhm.
had to go off the numbers, right, that are listed when it comes to even family courts, because they keep the records. If you had
Yeah,
to
of course.
go
Yeah,
with
it
with
does
the
outweigh. Yeah.
numbers, yeah, if you had to go by their numbers, you and I, right,
Today. Yeah. Yeah.
today have
Yeah.
never laid our eyes on a fucking good father, according to their numbers, because according to them, at the new numbers from last year, it's 93 or 94% of all fathers lose custody of their children. So that means that they are so fucking rare. We have never seen one in our lives. We have seen just as
Well,
many unicorns and fucking leprechauns.
our age, we go back to high school, and you always get that one jock that's like been fed well, that's been rich and had all his nutrition. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
not a jock that just drinks all day. A guy who wants to do good with his life. We've all had one person like that, and so we have some sort of observation of what a potential good parents are through some sort of observation. But nowadays, would they have that? Do
Mhm.
kids have that? Even have that one, two good kids at school
No.
to look at? Because we learn from what's around us. Kids,
Well, dude, when a
body
woman
language. The whole point of putting masks on everybody's faces is because the kids learn mostly from body language. So they're growing up with all this kind of call it Asperger's kind of conditions. Because he's learning deficiencies.
well, these indoctrination tactics and the conditioning tactics that they've been using for fucking like 60 to 70 years now, they're working, right? And when
Hmm.
you removed, like I said, we all know that generally women think emotionally and men think logically, right? When it comes to
Well,
figure,
sort of, yeah.
sort
I
of, at
think
least,
a lot of men think emotionally at the
well,
moment.
now
Come on.
especially,
Even
but
me to a degree, all of us, to a degree.
most of us though,
Our culture is, yeah.
most of us can separate how we feel about something to realize we have to get something done.
It takes a lot of practice and experience to manage
Yeah.
that, to find the peace, yeah.
Well, when you remove that from the family unit, what do the
Hmm.
children get? They only get the
No,
emotional side.
no experience of that practice of finding your inner peace. They've got none of that around. It's just chaos
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah. And
Especially with events happening constantly, with the
that's
government
why
throwing,
there are,
rolling out. It's just constant trauma.
That's why there are so many young men growing up not knowing why their biology doesn't fit their fucking
Mm-hmm.
social conditioning, and they don't know what to do with it, right? Generally, they end up going into that depression state or taking their own lives. And you have young women that don't know what good men are or how a good woman should be, right?
Yeah.
They just think they should
Yeah.
all be fucking
Bang on.
whores and trollops for themselves, and that's it.
You know,
Not thinking about long-term consequences.
I was watching a document back in the day about tribes used to select the spouses to their children, and they used to like communicate with other tribes and used to have ceremonies, monthly ceremonies with these other tribes, meeting up right.
Hmm.
And they used to know these people, and they used to arrange who who they was going to get their children with, and they'd pair the children up, and if they matched the part, that they'd get married. And
Hmm.
so they knew the parents, the behaviours, they knew how they was going to raise each other's children. They worked together, the tribes worked together. And so it wasn't a blind date. What I'm trying to get is they knew each other their entire lives. Nowadays, we leave school, we start blind dating. We don't know these people, you know. They started out with knowing their parents, knowing each other. It's just they're just raising a culture where they just know each other. It's social. We're not
Yep.
social no more. Our social is on the internet, which is not social.
Well, I mean, Father Saunders mentions it all the time. He grew up in a household where the mother and father loved each other till the end, right? And
Mm,
he saw that, but he was he's probably the last.
I've seen that.
We're
Yeah,
probably the last group that will ever see that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what I was trying
Because
to get at. Nice one,
yeah,
yeah.
when most people are growing up in single parent homes, they don't even if they do have contact, like equal contact with both parents, they still don't see what a functioning family unit that stays together looks like.
Well, nowadays, even if you do have, say, a stable, functioning family, what if they've got the wrong? They're just in a city, they've got it out, but they just haven't done the business, and their
Hmm.
kid gets influenced by the culture around them.
Well,
So even good parents can get outed nowadays.
oh,
How
absolutely.
influential and how satanic and evil this culture is.
Well, I mean, my
You know.
sister is a prime example of that. She was raised in a two-parent household, right? The family was together till the end. And as soon as she got out around her girlfriends who grew up in fucking single parent households, right? And would have all the fun times, the hot girl summers, she
Hmm.
turned into a harlot too. And she has left
Unsurprising.
literally, I can't even count how many men she has destroyed on her path, and the kids that she had with them didn't mean fuck all. Not a thing.
Hmm.
Not a thing. Not one of them spent any time with a decent father at all,
Well,
except
I
for maybe her third child.
but the big ex that I actually fell for, she was telling me once that she met a guy at a club and she found out she was a virgin. And she said she went out her way to break his virginity. And she told me she'd already slept with like 50 people plus. So she
Yeah.
said she wanted to do it just to break his virginity. So
Yeah.
how,
Well,
like, kind of, I mean, looking back on it, I dated that woman and I thought at the time I was a bit blue pilled and I was a bit of a cook,
mm,
at the time. I've admitted that on past live streams, Years, I'm talking years ago, so past lifetime. And so
past life.
she felt enjoyment
Yeah.
in taking that away from him, which is
Well,
supposed to be a sacred vow. Taking your
dude.
virginity away, it's supposed to be sacred. It's your
Well, I
life
mean,
force. You're giving
uh,
you're giving your first life force away to someone. It's supposed to be
even
sacred.
even when we were young guys, dude, screwing the virgin, was the thing. And usually the first one to give it up would be the minister's daughter. Right? She was the biggest hoe bag in town.
It doesn't surprise me.
No, it really doesn't surprise us. I mean, that's like fucking in black and white in a book somewhere.
Let me guess. Let me guess. She become a teacher.
Uh,
All teachers
maybe,
become crazy sluts.
maybe. But hey, guys,
Most of them. Anyway.
I want to mention here to tomorrow night, or sorry, no, Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be on with One Fast Act and Bass Chris, and our fingers are kind of crossed that SCE will join us for a stream. So yeah, guys, check that out and definitely show up for that. I'm pretty sure most people that come here are sub to DAC at least, so you should get the notification. And yeah, guys, if anybody else wants to come in and join us, I know Jay's been trying to join us, but his delay is so bad.
And if just to say, if you do want to join that and you're not getting a notification, because I've been moaning to Chris and Fun Fast Stack that I haven't been getting the notes. I'm subbed and got the bell all, and I'm still not getting notified. And when I went on the hidden, I actually have to go onto his videos. It's not even on his front page to say he's live. I have to go into his video sections. So if you really like it, any content creator, at the moment there's a big kind of shadow banning. So just keep vigilant and keep posted to what your favorite content creators doing.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
YouTube are playing some funny games right now, and if they've got alternative platforms, definitely consider being more regular on that. In my opinion,
Well, I mean, they've been doing this for a while, right? Johnny, if
Of
you
course.
wanted to pop on, I'm pretty sure we could get One Fast Act on here tonight. I don't know if he's too busy. Oh, Jay is back again for another attempt. Jay, what's up?
JA,
No, still nothing.
very quiet.
Oh, Successful Endeavor will be there Monday. Awesome.
How bad's my delay this time?
Really bad.
Hey.
That was like a minute and a half.
Yep.
At
Still
least
crap.
your sound's coming through great, but yeah, your delay is like out there. It's out there, buddy. But yeah, Jay, if you got anything to add to this whole succubus Bible relation fucking ordeal. Oh, Mr. Brandon Trueblood is in the back. Welcome, Brandon.
Howdy, howdy.
What's going on?
We're waiting for Jay to respond here.
Yeah,
but we're gonna be waiting
It's
for like 3 minutes.
genetic, man. Seriously?
Yeah,
Thousands
believe
and
that.
thousands of years of correction.
Hang on, I got to remove this bot. But yeah, no, I would have to say that the unhaltered hypergamy and the one rule for thee, one rule for me mentality has really fucked absolutely everything in society. And the Bible predicted it. It said that if you allow this to happen, you are going to be fucked.
That's what it says in the Bible. We're gonna be fucked. That's what it says, people.
It'll take time.
It might not be word for word. I'm not the biggest biblically read guy either, but
Me
yeah,
neither,
no.
my man.
But they point out quite a bit of, Sodom and Gomorrah. There's the examples. They allowed fucking, their
Alphabets.
What's that?
They allowed the alphabet people.
They allowed everything. I mean, men laid with men and animals, and fucking women laid with men and animals and
Class
other
notes.
women. Yeah, they basically spelt out the doom of your society, and
Yep.
Sodom and Gomorrah are literally fucking piles of rubble for a reason.
You got the story of Samson as well, haven't you? The obvious
Yeah.
one where the woman cuts his hair off. He loses all his strength,
Yeah, the
and then he
betrayal.
kills himself, doesn't he? At the end of it.
Yep, the betrayal's there. So we've got it all. Like I said, man, I'm not big on religion, but fucking they got a lot of shit that really matches up if you look at it, right? And I know you can draw comparisons between anything if you look hard enough or you're willing to change anything. But really, all you have to do is say, hey, look, men and women in general are both capable of great good and great evil. If you allow things to get out of control, they will both do evil deeds, right? So you must keep morals, ethics, values all intact and keep society as a unit, right?
And
Brandon, we got some feedback, buddy.
Well, that's weird.
I'm pretty sure it's from your end. ...
We're not equal.
No, but we all have the potential to be good and evil, right? That runs through us all.
Mhm.
Man, woman, it doesn't matter. Those are traits.
We're not equal.
Jay, are you feeding back? Yeah, it must be Jay because Brandon, you're muted.
Yeah, I can hear it now too. I was really paying attention
I
before.
have no idea. I think so.
Yeah, Jay, it's definitely coming from your end, buddy.
Are you wearing headphones, Jay?
Jay's setup is a bit strange. It's not working.
Okay.
That's okay. Jay, I'm just gonna put you to the background again, buddy, until we can get you some better service here.
Darn it! I was hoping he'd stay around. I've got some great Scottish jokes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd be nice to fucking get his service up and running because he's got a lot to say and he's got good points. But unfortunately, we can't get him to communicate in real time. We're almost down to fucking sending letters. So, yeah.
Well, have you tried sending him feet pics to get him interested?
No,
Feet
I don't know.
pics.
I don't know if that'll get him some better internet. What do you think though, Brandon? Drawing the lines between them.
Might have to do it for the sake of the empire.
For the sake of the empire. Trust me, once I become emperor, we're gonna fix all
Here
this
we go.
shit. We're gonna
All
fix
these promises.
promises. What are you talking about? I don't make promises. These are guarantees. We got people ready to go, man. And like I said, the world's getting even more insane every day. Every day. So we got to do
Well, the
something.
mounted police are ready to do their duty.
Perfect. I got a huge list. You guys don't mind working overtime, right?
Love it.
Perfect.
But the horses want more food.
Well, that's fine. We got lots of horses. You said you wanted Clydesdales. It's the place to get them.
I didn't say I wanted Clydesdales, but Dak thought that'd be a great idea.
What's that? To use the Clydesdales?
Yeah. Maybe get a 2-for-1 deal on the dragging with Clydesdale.
That's true. That's true. Not much. I mean, a human being is not much weight for them. Right? No. They drag fucking big old logs. So, yeah, no, I just, I don't think the Bible or really any of its predictions were too far off. They gave us guidelines. We didn't want to follow them, and this is where we are.
It's become a history book. That's what it's become.
It really is. We're just watching it play out right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, we were watching that shit play out.
Why do you think there's so many people reciting Bible verses all the time now? It's getting so frequent now. It's absolutely everywhere because they're more coming true.
Yeah.
Because you know it's the King. That's what the King James version is. It's the first translation from Israelite, because it was in Hebrew.
Right.
And King James was half Jew, so he translated it to the common people. And that's what the big Guy Fawkes bombing was all about. He wanted to stop the translation of this Bible, and he failed. So that's why we ritualistically burn him at the stake every year, because he failed. And now the common people know the teachings of the Hebrew version of the Bible, which means they couldn't control the narrative no more.
No, well, they're gonna push whatever the fuck they want, as long as we let them. Mm-hmm. Right?
We've got to learn this stuff first. You know, if you don't know about it, how the hell are you going to get outraged?
Well, right now,
you got to find out about it first, man.
We have population here that is literally standing up for the same tactics that they use in other dictatorships that
Yep.
we went to war with.
Yep. History repeating itself.
Yeah, we're literally repeating itself. And it's like, hey, man, we have the sum of all knowledge literally in the palm of our fucking hands. We can access any information we want pretty much, right? From our cell phones. And yet we are so fucking blind that it's not even funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Right.
look at the quote from Lenin. He says, "You give me a child till the age of 4." Or was this Gobler? Gobler? It was one of the two. You give me a child to the age of 4, and I will sow the seeds that will shape him forever.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the truth of it. It really is.
And
I mean,
we've seen people, we've seen the media, Instagram, TikTok, we've seen all these media influencing, being the new kind of teacher to our children, and they're young now.
well, dude, OnlyFans is pretty much its own religion now, right?
Oof.
They got fucking girls that are not even of legal age.
Say that. Have you heard of ManoPay? The man's version of OnlyFans.
Really?
It's where men can make content and charge it, send it free. It's supposed to be the man's version of the MGTOW version of OnlyFans. Yeah, ManoPay.
Okay, so I can't sell Scotty's feet pics on there, is what you're saying? So stick with OnlyFans.
You probably could. You probably could. It's supposed to be exactly like OnlyFans, but even better. Apparently, there's more features to it.
Oh, might have to check it out. I know Pops mentioned it.
No,
Hey.
Pops mentioned it. Yeah,
Hey Jay, you trying again, buddy?
good old Pops.
Oh, he's still super delayed.
What I've noticed is the more information people have gotten access to,
Mm-hmm.
the stupider people have gotten.
Well, that's what we're
How is
saying.
that possible? That's a good point.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I'm saying.
How?
Because you have every stinking crank and crackpot out there claiming to be the true word, and you know they get followings for stuff that's just stupid. And I made a video this week about the flat Earth,
Mhm.
and there's some people that I kind of think are highly intelligent that believe in the flat Earth. Have you guys ever listened to MGTOW Values?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's a very well-spoken man, has a degree in philosophy, but he believes in the flat Earth.
But the problem is, do you believe in NASA?
Well, of course I believe in NASA. I used to work for them.
That's that. Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, as a subcontractor with a company called Raytheon.
I've never worked for NASA, but I believe it exists. Yes, absolutely.
Well, I would suggest to go check out some the opposing side's opinion first before making judgments. Because I made the same judgment you did, and now I'm straight down in the middle. You know, well, I upset both sides. I upset Globers and flat earthers because I sit in the middle. So I don't know what the Earth is. I'm too small to find out. You're not telling me what shape it is. I'll find out for myself. Thank you. You know.
I'm pretty
Go
sure it's
for
not a donut.
Yeah, not donut. So yeah.
No, pretty sure it's not a donut. No, I mean, like you said, Brandon, we should be so intelligent right now because we have access to every fucking scrap of information pretty much is online.
Yeah.
Right? It is online, saved on a server somewhere. All you have to do is fucking Google it, right? Or fucking DuckDuckGo it.
Right.
Yet,
But, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, we've got satellites. You can look up in the sky and see them flying over, you know, at certain times of day when the sun hits them just right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're in the lower atmosphere.
Well, they're going round and round the Earth because
But
it's
if
round.
if the moon is in the lower atmosphere, those satellites are in the lower atmosphere.
What?
That's what NASA said.
NASA didn't say that there's
They did,
atmosphere
they
on the
did.
moon.
I did. I've documented it.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no
They
atmosphere
changed-
on the
they changed
moon.
it. No. They said it's in Earth's atmosphere.
They didn't say the moon is in Earth's atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
They
No,
said
they
what?
didn't.
Mm-hmm. That's what
You're
they
full
said.
of shit.
Yeah, for all the pressure the flat earthers put on them. That's the problem with NASA. They've changed the goalposts so many times.
Well, and now that's another thing.
If you believe all that green screen shit, then you go believe it. Man. It's you.
Well, that's
Having
another thing.
having
Lowering the
Lucifer's tongue
goalposts.
on the icon, you know.
This is exactly what I mean. People are just getting stupider and stupider the more information we have.
Well, like you were saying there, Manly,
Well,
about
you believe
move.
green screen, bruv, so you know.
I
Green
believe the
screen.
green screen exists. Of
No, you believe
course.
there's green screen pictures and all the CGI. That's what you believe.
Dude, it was before we had the capability to make that stuff that people landed on the moon.
Oh, like that
Yeah.
matte painter who painted all the shapes of the Earth that works for
I
NASA.
think you're full of shit,
What's that, Matt?
and
Full of
it's
shit.
not really worth
You don't
talking to
know.
you because
Oh, you don't know me. You don't know what I've researched.
no,
Well,
I
You're
don't
just
give
making-
a
you're
fuck
making-
what
you're
you
making
think you
assumptions on
know. I think you're full of shit. That's my
I-
opinion of what you're saying.
Yeah, I know, because
Is
it's
you
your
are
way. It's your
full
way or
of
the highway.
shit.
That's what it's because it's your way or the highway. 'Cause you're not
No,
willing
it's
to
not
listen
my
to
way or
other
the
people.
highway. The
It's
laws
not-
of physics
Oh,
are immutable, you
Who doesn't give a
dumbass.
shit? Who doesn't give a shit? It's your way or the highway. No, shut the fuck up.
Well, fuck
Oh.
you.
Come
You-
on now. Come on now.
I tell
You
you,
know-
he comes on his stream and telling me he doesn't care about a conversation.
No, I
Fuck
think
off.
you're a dumbass.
You're dumbass.
I think everybody who
Go
fucking
on, then.
thinks that the Earth is flat is a fucking
on, then.
dumbass.
Go and believe your fucking CGI Disney bullshit, you fucking prick.
You piece of shit. I've been able to fucking navigate my way
Piece
around
of
on a
shit.
fucking goddamn
You can't
spherical
navigate yourself
model.
around your own fucking balls, you prick.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck off. Go think you arsehole.
Come on, guys. We all know the Earth is round, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
go jack yourself off over fucking Bugs Bunny, you prick.
Yeah, go fuck a sheep, you goddamn limey bitch.
You don't even know me, prick. Hey, there's no sheeps around me. You know where I'm from, dickhead. And by the way, I'm from Malta. Go suck a cock.
Oh my god.
My bad. My bad.
How
I don't
did
have
you
any.
guys
I don't have
go-
any Maltese
You're
insults.
bad. You're bad.
How
You're
did you
bad.
guys go so far off track here?
Yeah.
Seriously. What the hell just happened? You guys went completely off the rails about
Yeah, hey, Chris, what did I say? What did I say earlier on? I sit in the middle and I piss everyone off.
Yeah, I suppose. That's true.
See what I said earlier on? I pissed him off. I just gave you a live
I think I
example of
pissed
what
you
happened.
off more than you
I
pissed
just
me off.
use you as a perfect subject, mate, so shut the fuck up.
Oh, see, listen, now he's telling me to shut the fuck up. Oh,
Okay. You're
Whatever.
both pretty. Okay, you're both pretty.
thank
What
you.
what an intelligent response, whatever.
Well, no,
For
come
NASA, and the
on.
response is whatever. Come on.
No, come on now. We don't all believe the same things. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. But don't
Uh,
come
the-
on here and saying I don't give a fuck what you're saying. You bring the topic up. You obviously do care.
Oh,
Why
I
do you think you
mean,
reacted the way you reacted, man? Be a man about it. Don't be a prick.
Hey,
Just
I
talk
tell you
about
what,
the
you little
differences and
shit.
Accept the differences.
I've got $1,000 that says you cannot prove that the Earth is flat.
I'm not trying to say it is, you fucking prick. Stop replying all your fucking brainwashed fucking nonsense to me, mate. You
There's
what
no
are you-
fucking brainwash
copy
going
and-
on here.
No, come on, you
no,
copy and paste.
seriously, what are you guys trying to say? So, are you guys trying
Think
to
for
say
yourself, you moron.
you guys are trying to say that you're willing to fight it out over the fact that the
I'm not willing
Earth
to
is
fight
either
this idiot.
flat or round?
It doesn't care. What's the point?
Yeah, let's agree to disagree. You're right, Dax. We're not here to talk about the round or flat Earth. So, not that it wasn't hilarious, and I think somebody really should make a clip of that. Maybe Cowboy will.
Hopefully we don't get struck.
Hopefully he was watching. But yeah, no, that was interesting, guys. Way to keep it interesting.
Anything
Oh,
for you,
my God.
Emperor.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man, I just want everybody to be free. That's all. Oh, but this is way off the talking point, guys. Completely off the rails. We don't even have to argue or fight about it. I mean, I don't believe the Earth is flat. I don't care if you believe the Earth is flat. really don't. You
I
know,
don't know. I don't know what it is. What the fuck?
I don't know what it is either, but I'm
Is it
pretty
what the
sure
fuck?
it's round.
I've been
I'm pretty
told
sure.
what it is by fucking everybody in the brainwashing media, the same people that fucking destroyed society and fucking
Well,
child raping children and fucking drinking their blood. The same those
well, I
type of
mean,
people. You know, I'm not
that's
going to
another
listen to
thing.
those people. Get off it. Dancing in
Yeah,
front of Shiva's fucking structure of destruction. No, I
yeah. Well,
don't believe in them
that's another
people.
thing. The
You know.
disinformation that's actually been put out there, or the straight up fucking lies,
Yeah,
right? We might
yeah,
as well
yeah.
call it what it is: it's straight up lies. I've
And you
said it
look
a
at the
few
and you look
times.
at the crap that CERN are doing. It's fucking crazy, man. You don't know what the
Well,
hell anything's happening.
well,
Have you
it's
heard of the
like
Mandela? You've heard of the Mandela effect as well. That's
yeah.
another fucking bloody
Well, I've
hole to
said
go
there's
down.
so much fucking information out there, and so much of it is untrue or fucking manipulated in some way. We
Mm,
might as well have no information, because it would be easier to sort through nothing than it is to sort through what could potentially be true and the absolute fucking overwhelming amount of lies that's actually out there, right? What can I
well,
say?
in my opinion, our entire history is a lie. I mean, you could even question what the Romans did. You know, some of that's questionable. You know, Victor's right history. There's
That's
one
true
account of
too.
a battle. There's one account in a battlefield. But actually, no, I'll tell you that. If there's a video called the film called Ironclad, and it's about the Magna Carta, battle for the Magna Carta. And John is actually telling the person to write down how he wants the battle to go.
Yeah.
So that's an
Victory
example
or
of what went down
history
through
is
all
won
of
by the
history.
victors.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if victors are evil, you know, they've written history.
Well, they always paint things in a favorable light,
Yeah, you know,
right?
you hide people like Nikola Tesla, so
Yeah.
people stay poor and free, and not free and enslaved. You know.
Well, I mean that's just it. I mean, if you're basing your history off the victors, I mean, there's a good chance that history is completely wrong. We all believe
Exactly.
that the fucking, the Crusaders who went to Jerusalem were there to do good things. Most of them never made it to Jerusalem, and they pillaged and burned everything on the way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Generally,
And
their own fucking people.
uh, was it the Great Alexandria? The Library of Alexandria got burnt down 3 times.
Yeah,
Fucking, you know.
there you go. I mean, but it's painted in a favorable light, right? You hear about the
Mm. And
Crusaders and their
what do you
rights,
what do
their
you think
fight
all
for
this war?
God.
Yeah, sorry. What do you think all this war in Iraq was? You remember that? You know, with Tony Blair and all your, was it George Bush going to Iraq with a war? That was
Yeah,
actually to
for
blow up a lot of religious monuments that had held a lot of knowledge. Because what's the only thing you can't erase? Stone.
yeah,
Things etched in stone. It's the only you can control data. Paper goes out. Writings can be changed and go out of date. Paper goes out. Rots, it
people
biodegrades.
can go
But you
missing.
cannot change rock.
Yeah,
And that's why the Vikings had their language in totems and rocks, and used to
yeah.
speak to each other in rocks,
Well,
because you can't, it's there forever.
well, there you go. I mean, that shit was built to last. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Unless you smashed it to bits,
And
it was gonna last.
people are still finding the hidden Viking messages today.
Yeah.
There's hidden everywhere, You see them on YouTube. You see these local Vikings going on a search for them all the time, see if they can find one. You know.
Mm. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we've seen people in this past fucking year, man. I mean, or 2 years. Look at the whole Epstein thing. You know, look at
Bill
his
Gates, yeah, Hillary
look
Clinton,
at look
all those
yeah look at
nonsense.
what's going on there. Why the fuck would Bill Gates have any fucking point or opinion on a vaccine
Mm.
or
And
anything to do with it?
those people dictate how much money everything gets, who controls the information that we learn.
Mhm.
They own everything. I posted a documentary on a seminar on one of my channels of how the Rothschilds and the royal family control the world.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
I mean,
if they control all media outlet, then they can just lie to everybody.
the World Economic Forum.
You was killed for thinking that the Earth was a globe back in the
Yeah.
day, for being evil. And
The
now, if you say it now, you get ridiculed. Because the way the media and the narrative has changed. They control the narrative.
Well, look
You
at
know.
what's going on with the World Economic Forum. They announced yesterday
Exactly.
that they're looking to accelerate their fucking 2030 plan because
Was that yesterday? Released it
yeah,
yesterday, was it?
yeah,
I haven't
it's
seen it. I've been
released
too busy.
yesterday.
I've been too busy with my Adrenochrome documentary, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I was told over Discord about Kevin Samuels. I was like, what?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, when I saw the post, I was like, that can't be right. And then fucking it's like, well, he's not replying to it on like Instagram or anything like that. And the feminists, of course, are out dancing on his fucking grave already.
You
Right?
have to admit that's a good way to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that was the true story of how he died, I mean, fuck, he died happy, guys.
True. You know.
He died
Dying on a
happier.
downstroke. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he died happier than the rest of
Yeah.
us will ever fucking hope
It
to die.
traumatizes the woman for life. Yay!
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she said it was mediocre at best.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think he was off. I mean, there was a suggestion that, you know, because I think
I
it
don't
was
think he was off. I don't.
no. I
It
mean,
was. It wasn't
I think Ghost
controversial.
mentioned
It
it.
wasn't controversial. He was too milk toast to be off.
Yeah,
It wasn't. He wasn't exposing anything really.
not really.
Yeah, he
I mean,
was simping for what was that? What was that gal's
Nicki
name he
Minaj.
simped for last
Yeah,
month?
yeah.
I keep calling her Cardi B, but you're right. It's Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, yeah. I mean, we saw a very different side of him because he got starstruck, and of course, he wanted to become more famous.
Yeah, but problem is
So
you don't know who behind the scenes is managing and handling Nicki Minaj. He might not be simping for her. You got to understand when you're talking Hollywood, you're talking a different fucking world entirely. So
yeah.
he could be trying to keep someone else happy.
Well, I mean,
Her handlers and her institutions, because they could probably just end him. You know, if he says something wrong. It's, you know, when someone like that clout comes to you and you've got something to protect, you have to protect your merchandise. Otherwise, it's gone. Yeah, you know, it's either that or you start from the ground up again. You know.
Well, I mean, we've seen
That's what they'll
in
do to you.
Hollywood where Will Smith assaulted somebody live and didn't get fuck all for it, right? And just today, I believe it was released that the guy that went up and attacked Chris Rock, or not Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, is not going to have any charges filed against him. He might lose his arm though. Dude, they fucked him up good. but yet at the same time, like these people have committed assault or attacked other people live. You know what I mean? There's video evidence and there's no consequence for them. Right? We've heard of judges and juries letting people go just because of the color of their fucking skin, not because they were innocent.
Yeah. I don't want to say I don't want to get the live stream took down, but a few certain people are working with the courts to actually get people who are part of a certain organisation starting with an A get instantly released as soon as they get arrested, put in the van, get to the police station and get released.
Antifa?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've already been
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
true.
Yeah, but I don't want to
That's
mention a
true.
few. I don't want to mention a few names because it could get. You know, I've had videos taken down for mentioning.
Yeah, but
the
I don't know
bastard's
anything.
name.
Hey, this is an educational platform only. I don't know anything. Go ahead. Say what you want to say, man. I'm still looking to get my first strike. And if I'm still up now,
Sorge Jaros. Sorge Jaros. Can you figure that one out?
George Soros? Oh, dude, he's corrupt as fuck. Yeah, no, come on now. We all know George Soros is fucking behind a lot of things.
No, that's a YouTube hot word, man.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
George
Yep, it is.
Soros.
And Hillary Clinton and George Soros. I've just said
Really?
it after all that fucking pussyfooting. I've just said them all.
You bastard. Well, personally, it doesn't matter how much money either one of them have. Once I'm emperor, they're fucked. They're fucked. Butthole lives do matter.
But that's going to be, I reckon that's going to be Trump's new claim. He wants to get Hillary jailed. And I reckon she's probably towards the end of her life anyway.
Good evening, Johnny Midnight. Hello, sir.
Well, all they have to do is turn off his or turn off her cameras.
Sorry, go
Okay,
ahead, Johnny.
I'm in here, right? Okay, great.
Yeah, you're in.
Okay, cool. Thanks for having me in. What's going on, guys?
Oh, we're
Yeah,
just,
sure.
letting the boys vent a bit and then fucking trying to come back to normal.
Yeah, of course, as always. A manly load. Where in the UK are you from?
Smack bang in the middle. Right in the middle. Well, I'm not from. Well, I am from there, but
Are you Brummy?
pretty much. Yeah.
I was like, that accent is so
Ah,
fucking
a
Brummy.
yum yum. Yeah, brummy.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's cool.
Smack
Uh,
bang in the middle,
yeah, I thought so. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm here right now and stuff. And what do you guys think about Roe v. Wade possibly being overturned?
I don't think that, according to the fucking constitution that I had heard about, that they were even allowed to make that happen. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't. I mean, each state is still going to be allowed to do what they want to do, right?
Right.
Texas made it illegal, right? And fucking, what is it, California or Florida wants to go up to a year. So
The
There
funny
you go.
thing, I live in Wisconsin, which is pretty blue. It's getting more and more purple, but they're like, yeah, we want to abolish abortion.
really,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well-
And a lot of people are, going to go to either Minnesota, which is just like dead set blue as Hawaii, and Illinois to go, slaughter their babies. But yeah, Wisconsin was just like, see, the thing about Wisconsin is it is largely Democrat, but it is the old school, like working man Democrat.
Mm,
Okay. And they aren't, except for maybe Madison, they aren't the SJW full on retard.
really, because that's where I met women that literally used abortion as the form of birth control.
I know you did. I know
Yeah.
you did, and I know the law here, and they can do that as for now. But by and large, many Scotties, that's what we call Wisconsinites, are not for it. It's largely a Bavarian Catholic here or Danish Lutheran, and they're very traditional in their morality, but they are democratic or leftist in their public policies. So they want the cheap health care and the government subsidies. But when it comes to getting in my bedroom and stuff, they're very old school about it, by and large.
Well, I mean, that's where I went through the family courts and as well. So I mean, they didn't
I
mind
know.
getting up and fucking like all that is a way for them to funnel money to these fucking people, right?
Oh, sure.
That's all that is. They're taking it out of your Social Security, if I'm right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like the Social Security in Wisconsin is fully state controlled. Everybody loves it. It's a very old population, and the boomers and the silent generations and the people older than that are expecting that kind of that gravy train to come in.
Are they trying to push the digital stuff on them? The digital life.
Well, yeah, Governor Evers, his name's Tony Evers, and yeah, he's fully on for that, and many of us Wisconsinites are for it as well, just to get the cyber infrastructure up to date, because we're really behind the times here. Okay, I just had to get like a special server installed into my my storage room to get decent internet so that I could work from home. Yeah, it's really backward here. I love that it is, but at the same time, there's it like I said, it's very purple here. You have this give and take of independence versus state controlled oversight.
Yeah.
Well,
As you
And
do
I,
everywhere.
they
Yeah.
all want the state to get involved when there's
hmm
handouts,
right.
right?
Yeah.
When there's something for them to get, oh yeah, bring on the state.
hmm
If
Yeah.
any other time though, it's like, oh, stay out of my house, stay out of my
Yeah,
bedroom.
hmm
Oh,
exactly. It's like
wait, just cash and prizes? Come on in.
yeah, but
we
the funny thing too, it's just like weed will never get legal here, become legal here because the liquor companies that pretty much control Wisconsin. I mean, we're the main brewer of America. Won't allow it. Not that I'm a big fan of weed, but I'm just saying
hmm
this is one example of corporate interests controlling the state, and the state will say, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll make sure that money keeps flowing into the liquor industry. So,
Yeah, but I mean, all this fucking, private interest money that goes to these politicians. I mean, that's
hmm
what's led to the corruption that we have now. If George
100%.
Soros is in control of fucking Justin Trudeau and all the fucking cronies under him, like Doug Ford and them, I
right,
mean,
You mean Klaus
what
Schwab?
yeah,
Yeah.
what kind of
of course.
fucking government do you have? It's a fucking clown show. This isn't a government, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
Well,
it
and
the
you
needs
got
to be
you got
you know,
you got Trudeau's father linked to all this kind of satanic sacrificing as well. You know, the actual documentation of it.
dude,
Yeah,
he
there's
he
all that in
arrested, murdered, and beat fucking his opposition. Yeah, the
it. It doesn't
martial law
surprise me.
thing.
He's into his
He
torture stuff, you know.
when he couldn't get martial law to be enacted, he still carried it out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, Brandon, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say like father, like son, but
yeah, it still applies.
Yeah, dude, they all need to be overthrown. This is not a government for the people. This is a government for their special interest in their pockets and them.
well, what we
We're
need to have is a branch, or not a branch, but like a house in the government that is made up of all these special interests, you know, so that they
hmm
can have their little representation. You have the house of the people, you have the house of the business and the faggots, um, and you know, I don't know where that leaves the Senate or the House of Lords or whatever it is in Canada.
It's the same over here in UK, man. Exactly the
Yeah,
same. You've got
yeah,
but
but
there's a Senate over here. I mean, a council over here where there's a guy called Chrissy Morris. He's actually video documented it, where a politician has actually been involved in voting towards getting something done. Like for example, just say 5G, vote 5G, and he actually got special interest shares in it. As soon as it passed, he left the council and earned a ton of money.
yeah,
yeah,
dude,
He got
how
and you're
how
going to
many of
have that
our
kind of corruption as long as these companies and these rich people and these industries have no official voice in the government. But if you give them an official voice in the government, um, and make it out, you know, against the law to pay anybody else off, then they have their say, they have their representation,
yeah,
and
But they
you
also
know,
have restrictions too.
and they
yeah,
have restrictions, and then
yeah,
we've got
because
to do something because look at everybody who goes into government anywhere in the world. They always turn into millionaires.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's where they
Mhm.
like the system the way it is. No matter who wins, as long as they donate cash to the winner, they get what they want.
Here in
That
the
that's
UK,
not a government.
so here in the UK, we have an institution called Common Purpose, and I'm sure America and Canada and everyone's got their own version. They've been going on for years. And when they do, they actually go around schools and actually select future leaders and train them up to be leaders. And there's actually family accounts of these people saying that they've gone through this program and they've completely changed. So
Oh, it's quite possible.
in the UK, we haven't not selected. Well, apart from our last 5 elections where we haven't done it anyway, but we haven't selected our own leaders because Common Purpose have been selecting the children who's going to lead the country, and we vote for those people they've trained. It's completely rigged over in UK. If the UK owns the world and they own Canada, I'm pretty sure there's the same companies working over there under different names.
Dude, East India Trading Company, Hudson's Bay Company, There's a
Well,
reason why they literally own cities here.
the Queen owns 45% of Manhattan.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, fuck the revolution. That never happened,
Wow.
dude.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
No, I know it did happen. It was in 1999 where your country had to go to the royal family to bail you out from the debt that was caused from the
Yeah,
war.
we did. That's
So
right.
you had freedom until 1999.
Yeah, and around about then is when Liz 2 started buying up massive properties throughout Manhattan, which is it's basically the center of our commerce and industry in America. Not totally. America is very distributed. It's it's has it's not centralized, it's decentralized, but still, I mean, that's a very powerful locus of control. And the House of Windsor did buy up about 45% of Manhattan.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but look where this is leading
Dracula's
us.
moving in.
Yeah, dude.
pretty
Well,
much.
look where this has led us, right? By allowing this to fucking take root and going along with supporting these governments, we have now signed up for our own enslavement, and our children's and our children's children's, and as long as we allow it to continue. Like
By
right
paying,
now,
as hard as it sounds, by paying tax, because we
Right.
pay them to do it. We
Yeah,
give them
we paid them
30% of all their earnings to do
take
what they do to us.
we paid them our hard-earned money to fucking enslave us,
Yeah.
to take more of our hard-earned money.
Yeah, and then the
And
rest,
give it to
and
themselves.
the rest of percentage on these succubuses.
Yeah.
So you add that up to what, 50, 60%. You've only got 40% for yourself, all from all your hard work. Then you got your life expenses. You know.
Well,
Well, I mean-
it's not even what we're forced to pay, it's what we're willing to pay. These types
no,
of
you are forced. You're forced by gunpoint. You go to jail if you don't pay.
No,
You know.
well, of course we have that, but at the same time, we also have institutions and structures that we're willing to pay for. I
Of
need to work
course,
at
yeah.
home, so I'll get 5G internet.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you like a Manly Load said, if the choices are you pay us and do what we say, and here are fucking 73,000 laws you have to follow, or
Right.
else your freedom is taken away, right? That's not a government for the people. That is a government unto itself, and you are nothing but fucking cattle. As Emperor, I will fix that.
Yeah, and Chris, as Emperor, let me ask you this: what do you think about libertarianism?
I would have to say that's as close to what I want to do as it gets when it comes to the actual governments that exist now.
Okay, minarchy.
Essentially, it's the smallest government possible.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we deal with like the human behavior factor, like with feminism? Because we all know that women are going to naturally, inexorably turn to socialism.
But that's
unless
just it.
they are controlled.
As Emperor, I don't need your vote.
Right.
There
Right.
you go.
No, you don't. No,
I
you
don't need your vote. And as for the, if I have to use enforcement, that's what the mounted police under Brandon Trueblood is.
Okay.
But here's the thing: I'm not going to throw 70,000 laws at you, right?
Right.
You live by the natural laws. If you step out of line and try to take something from someone else, then we get involved. If somebody tries to do the same to you, then we get involved. Other than that, live your life for you.
We have no jails.
Yeah, jails? No, we won't.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have high
jails.
No, we have no jails.
We might have jails, but we won't have prisons.
Okay, no prisons.
Yeah,
Because
holding cells in the police station. That's what I call a jail.
We have feminist camps where we reprogram all offendees.
Well, I mean, there's nothing that
Like they
a
like they
few
do in
months.
China, with the Muslims. We just have
No,
that
there's
go with feminists
the way I
and
see it.
all the alphabet crew.
Everyone can be productive, right? And if you need to be forced into working in a mine or in a field to, show you that you can be productive and now you can go back to society and live your life for you and stop trying to push your ideology on other people, we're going to have these places, these work camps where you can go.
Just
Right.
as long as you outlaw feminism.
No,
And
it's completely illegal same day.
oh, okay, good.
Dude, we
Because
have a plan, okay? Day one is going to be a bit hectic. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a long day.
You know, you know what I would do? I would stick them in the middle of a plain field with a spade and a seed and a tub of water and just leave them and not say nothing. And come back an hour later and see what they've done. If they can't even plant a seed in the ground, then I think there's something fucking wrong with them.
no, Manly, we have a plan. We are going to take the Canadian island of Haida Gwaii, okay? It's a shithole off the west coast of Canada, and we're going to wall it. And we're going to mine.
You're going to trump it up.
Yeah, it's like Escape from New York. We are going to mine the
Escape from
waterways.
New-
And then Good Mother is going to be the Grand Inquisitor of female affairs.
Yes,
And-
yes,
and-
she
and-
is my
and-
fucking
You're going to
Trojan
film
horse.
it like a 24-hour
She's the
Big Brother
Trojan
show.
horse. And,
Broadcast it all around the world.
no, Manly, you're going to love this. On Haida Gwaii, there's going to be a big camp called Crazy Bitch Boot Camp. Crazy Bitch Boot Camp. And every day, Good Mother is going to fly from Vancouver in her palace in the helicopter, and she's going to fly to Haida Gwaii, and she's going to make all the crazy bitch feminists play combat dodgeball against tranny men things.
And she has to have a leather whip.
Yeah.
Oh,
She'll
Yeah.
a
leather whip.
Chris will
It's got-
figure
she's
that
got
out.
the whip.
I got it all figured out, guys. Don't worry. What I don't have figured out, we'll work out when we
Or
get there.
chain, or give her some chains. That'll be even better.
Oh, okay, wait. Good Mother said there's got to be piranhas there. I don't know if piranhas can live in the waters of
No.
Haida Gwaii because it's really cold.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put it in haters.
yeah. Well, I mean, we got tanks, guys. We can build tanks, right?
Sure,
Like fish
you can always
tanks,
do that.
swimming pools. Fuck, we've been building those for decades. Swimming pools.
Sharks with
Sure.
lasers. Like on
Combat
Austin
dodgeball.
Powers.
Oh shit!
On their freaking heads. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
on their freaking heads. Yeah.
If you were a woman who was found to have had an abortion, you're going to Haida Gwaii. It's proof immediate.
well, like I said, you can have an abortion, but you're only getting one. I believe everyone makes mistakes, right? And especially young women, they make mistakes. But that's something we will have to get under control. So for the first while, you'll get one. You come
Or
back
what you
for a
could do-
second one,
or
and
what
we're
you could-
taking your uterus.
Well, what you could do is if they support Ukraine, you just arm them up and throw them over.
Yeah, well, there you go. Everybody's gonna trust me.
That's the first question.
A lot of society is gonna separate itself out, guys. They're gonna do the work for us. We don't have to put them anywhere. They'll just walk there because, like, yeah, I support this. I'm gonna go over there with those people. Good call.
Well, we're going to be out competed with all these manlets now as well. And they're all winning all their sports now.
What are you
They're gonna
gonna
be
do
accepted
with the
everywhere.
freedom? Like everybody wants to be free. What are you gonna do with it? You ever ask somebody exactly what they would do if they were free? Because they say they are
Well,
free, but it's not
we-
true.
None of us know what freedom is.
No,
None of us
you don't
know it.
know.
We've never experienced it.
You know,
We've never witnessed it.
Brandon-
We've never seen it.
Brandon's got like the closest setup to personal freedom I think I've heard
does.
so far.
He
Right?
does. It's fucking
Uh,
bait.
Yeah, I mean, he has literally separated himself, and somehow he still has internet, which is amazing.
Well,
but he's-
I'm sitting in town tonight.
oh, are you?
Yeah.
Ah, actually, I've never seen your internet cut out that bad out in the bush either. But like,
Well, that was my fingers. That was a Brandon fuck up.
oh, when you double fucking join in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta remove your other guy. Kick from studio, I think. There we go. Perfect. Didn't kick you both out. But yeah, most people wouldn't know what to do with freedom. Right?
Well,
I
you know
mean,
what we could do? We could actually make a curriculum in the schools to promote what free living is. Now, it shouldn't be mandated, but it should be suggested. Like, here's
but
what we
that's
could
just
do.
it.
I think that should be
Johnny,
a part of it. I think it needs to be basic and that. I think we need to go back to morals and teach kids
yes.
morals and respect. I
Yes.
think it got to be a lot more
Yeah.
basic than that.
Yes.
Okay.
But here's the thing. If you said to people like, look, the idea of this fiat currency is going away. It's being phased out, right? Or it's going to be
Right.
swapped out with something that's, if you do have it, it's going to basically translate to your actual labor, you know what I mean? Like, but you now have access, complete free access to parts of the country that you are literally a citizen of,
Because we get
right?
acres of this, right?
Yes, acres.
Yes,
And
acres.
it's yours to do with as you wish. If you
If we
want to build,
already own land, do we get more?
what do you mean?
Like
Oh,
I
do
own
you get more?
land.
Yeah, but you're in the U.S. If you own land here in Canada, you can't put them together.
No, Chris. See, we're hoping that you actually make Grand Canada be part of the U.S.
Oh, you want me to invade? Well, I mean, like I
Yeah,
said, man,
yeah. Well, like
to
ideologically,
actually be an emperor, according
Yeah.
You're
to the
already
fucking
talking about invading Wisconsin. Why not the rest of it?
yeah, but I was gonna burn Wisconsin.
Basically, no, we're
Yeah.
basically Canada. Just burn, the bad places like Madison.
Yeah, Madison.
Dude,
Yeah, Madison sucks.
I was in Oshkosh, fucking Wisconsin, okay,
Heard
and
that
I
too.
was told that Wisconsin was as much like it was like little Canada, okay. My reality was it is as far north as the South comes, like these typical stereotype fucking South. I was like, man, I have never met so many fucking rednecks in my life. And I don't mean like rednecks in a bad way. I mean the bad kind of rednecks. You know what I mean?
Not my kind of redneck then.
No.
Not a normal redneck. No.
A
No,
neck
they're
beard.
the worst. Like take the worst out of the fucking books and put it together. There's Wisconsin.
Well,
That place is getting leveled. It's
That
getting
is,
leveled.
Oshkosh. I find it hard. I believe you, but I worked most of my career in aviation. Oshkosh is sort of like Mecca,
Yeah, for aviation.
and
so we
if
have
you
a
can,
airport there.
if you could leave the Oshkosh airport alone when you burn Wisconsin, that'd be cool.
Well, we need to get there somehow,
Yeah.
right? Plus, I like the air show. The museum is beautiful. So, okay, how about this? We won't level most of it, but we're going to level a good chunk. You know what I mean? We got to have somewhere to fucking work on our tactics, guys.
So okay, so we level Madison and Milwaukee,
Oh yeah, Milwaukee's a shithole.
and they make bad beer.
And
Milwaukee beer sucks.
Yes,
what
it
we'll do
does.
is we'll level most of Oshkosh and just expand the airport.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there
Problem
you go.
solved. That's why I'm the emperor, guys. Problem solved. No, like I didn't care for it at all. Not that I didn't meet good people there. I met some great people there, but I fucking met a hell of a lot more fucking horrible people. You know what I mean? Like, if they were talking, they were lying. So it's like, what do you do with that?
Yeah. The thing about Wisconsin is we have what's called Northern Nice, and it's like we're congenial to you, to your face, but not behind your back.
Yeah, I've seen that lots.
Yeah.
And I mean, people threw away fucking decades-long relationships over stupid shit. Stupid shit. Disagreement on fucking whatever, and they had been friends for fucking 10 years, and that's over in an instant. It's like, fuck, I argued and fought with all my friends. That was like a fucking weekly event.
Well, I was known for fighting my friends every day at school.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I've become passive like after that, but I mean, I was always having reports, man.
Dax, I don't need no Lexapro, okay? I'm good. I'm happy.
So I was the type of kid, if someone just looked at me wrong, I'd fight them. I don't know. I think I just changed in high school. In primary school, I was a right little fuck.
See, he needs Lexapro. He
No.
needs some of that.
I needed
boxing gloves.
I needed restraints and a couple of punches. That's what I needed as a kid.
Well, Chris, what you also need to do when you do conquer at least a part of the the current United States of America, you have to get rid of Duluth, Minnesota, which is the home of American psychology and the
Duluth model.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that where it's
That
from? Oh
just
yeah.
gotta go.
Okay, we got a new favorite target, guys.
Yeah,
This is-
Duluth.
This is where you throw random whatever the fuck you want at it.
Yeah, well, we could throw Good Mother at it. She'll destroy
you
it. She will. Oh yeah.
I
Well,
felt
like I
banana
said,
skin.
I gotta take fucking part of Canada first.
And we also need to be able to link the Bakken oil fields and the Keystone pipeline and start pumping our own oil,
Yep.
become energy independent.
As far as I'm concerned, man, especially here in Canada, knowing what I know about my own country,
Yeah.
if I took it over in 2 years, I'd have world hunger solved.
Why don't you swap it with a sewage system? Why don't they just wake up and they just pump in a load of shit?
Yeah, we can pump that. There you go. Duluth is going to become the new septic system.
That'd be great. Like a big fucking peat moss compost is Duluth, Minnesota, and all the feminists.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
that's where we're putting the work camp.
Yeah, their job will be processing sewage.
Absolutely. Oh, brother Eric has joined the stream. Hello, sir.
Hello,
Hey, what's
Officer
up?
Eric.
How are you guys?
Always good
I
to
heard-
have you, buddy.
I heard you guys talking about Nuke and Duluth, and I'm in.
Yeah,
No,
we're gonna turn it into a big shithole.
Yeah, we've changed our mind on that because we need a place to stick all the feminists, and we need jobs for them. So we're going to turn it into the new septic dumping ground, and
Oh,
they will do the treatment
they're
processing.
going to work
and-
at the sewage plants, man.
yeah,
Well, Eric, here's the process. If all the women, the feminists in Haida Gwaii, fail at dodgeball, they get sent to Duluth, shovel shit
Dodgeball.
on top of the big compost heap.
Yeah.
And then that's all up to Good Mother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then they get given a spade and a seed,
Yeah.
and then they're left out for 24 hours on their own with no clothes.
In Minnesota, where yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got to have clothes, but
yeah,
you know that fermenting sewage does produce heat.
yeah.
They've got to grow their own clothes.
And the fertilizer that you'll get for it in the end. I mean, we're going to need that.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to need that, guys. But yeah, I don't believe for a second that we couldn't end world hunger just with Canada's land mass alone. Not for a fucking second. But you know
Well, there's
what?
only one problem with ending world hunger.
What's that?
People have more babies.
What's wrong with having babies?
Nothing's wrong with having babies, but every time we've increased the amount of food we make, there's always been more people, and more people are going hungry.
Well,
That's
it's got a point. I mean, we spoke about earlier on where we can't find good mothers for our children.
Yes, but
You know, you got a good point, man.
we have viable women that could make good mothers and wives, but they're too fucking much of succubus indoctrinated right now.
But
That's all
problem
got to
is,
come to an end.
there's so few good mothers, and having a child is a big ordeal. You know, if they've got 2 children to look after and grow up, you know, a good mother looks after them till, you know, 50, 60, stick around, you know, become
Look,
useful.
Just sticking with the old Bible theme of the stream, most of the Western women today have the spirit of Lilith.
They do.
Plain,
Yep.
They do.
I agree.
I wanted to mention Lilith because she was the first of the first, right? Adam's first fucking wife, his first separation, and the first of the fucking demons. She fucking spawned them all. She's literally
right.
the seed of it.
She's the one. She's the one that convinced Eve to sleep with Lucifer. If I'm right, wasn't it, or was it Lucifer? No. She was the one to convince Adam about sex because he was pure, and he rejected her
Possibly.
a few times, if I'm correct. And
Yeah,
then
actually, I think I remember about
she
that.
slowly wore away at him.
Yeah, but I mean, she's the queen of all succubus, right?
Yes.
Mother of all.
Her
And
mother.
sorry, but
And that was it. That was
we,
it.
we have
She
to.
convinced him to sleep with Eve, and he thought, and then she had two babies. One was Adam's, and one was of the devil. You know that you got the two different bloodlines, haven't you? That's the story. Sorry, I had to finish her off
I
because
thought
I left it unfinished.
she bred with one of the other archangels.
No, she had two. Yeah, that was it. It was
Yeah, they made the
Lucifer.
Nephilim.
Lucifer. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No,
wasn't
Satan.
Lucifer.
Sorry,
It
Satan.
wasn't
yeah.
Lucifer. No, it wasn't Satan or Lucifer. It was another one of the archangels. I can't
Was it?
remember his name. Yeah, they made
Okay.
the Nephilim.
Samael. It was Samael.
It's Samael.
Could have been Samael. I think it might start with an S.
He's the guy that didn't get into the good eggs and ham because that was Sam I Am.
Yeah. Well, we'll get corrected on Horseman. We've got our religious fellows on there tomorrow. Our
No, it didn't.
scripture societies. So
Oh,
You
so
know what's
we're gonna
really
get a taste.
not that the Bible's not interesting, but what didn't make the Bible is very interesting.
yeah,
Really?
Like the
yeah.
Gospel
All the
of Thomas.
scriptures. All the scriptures. Yeah. The Book of Enoch and the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff.
I read the Book of Enoch cover to cover 3 times, twice in a row, because it was mind blowing.
It is.
Yeah,
I might have to get into that.
Introduces
yeah.
the rhesus negative gene. Yeah.
Chris, I wholeheartedly recommend that. It's
Well, I
mind-
mean, I've heard of it, but I've never actually gone
Read-
into it.
Read,
Well, do
the
you
Book of
like
Enoch.
giants?
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't like giants?
Well, there you go, man. Get into it.
There's the Book of Enoch, and also read the Gospel of Thomas. Those
Yep.
were also edited out of the Bible, and Thomas is fucking mind blowing.
Yeah, everything that
It
was
talks about
says-
women big time.
Well, I mean,
everything
like
that was
I said,
killed in the Council of Nicaea needs to be read.
Yeah,
everything
that's
that
right.
is in the Old Testament, right? Which some of it has still made it to the New Testament, but a lot of it's been filtered out. Everything that has been in the Old Testament was like a goddamn big red flag warning that I have
Yeah.
seen so far.
Well,
No, I'm
also
not-
the New Testament. There's a lot of gems there after Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
started
Well, a lot of it
dying.
made it over. A lot of it carried over.
Also read a proverb. One of the proverbs is like it's better to live in the wilderness than to be with a contentious woman.
You know,
Yeah.
and the thing, Eric, the thing about like modern
I-
Christians right now,
Wholeheartedly agree with that. Living in the wilderness is much better than living with a woman.
it sure is. But I mean, the thing is, Eric, one of the things is that so many modern churches keep preaching the Book of Romans, which tries to convey obedience
Obedience,
and
yes.
fear, right? But they don't talk about Matthew. They don't talk about the book of Ezekiel and Corinthians. Corinthians is fucking based.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. So is Ezekiel.
Oh yeah, Ezekiel is fantastic.
That guy's hardcore,
Oh
man.
yeah, he is.
Oh, Ezekiel was in the Old Testament, right?
Yes.
That's the one where, like,
Man shall not lay with man. God detests this.
yeah, and you can sell your fucking daughter into slavery. I believe it even mentioned something about like witches or some shit. I don't know, but
Yeah.
a lot of whole fire and brimstone in that one.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Right, I like that.
hellfire and brimstone is basically consequences for the shit life you're living.
Well,
not
like-
you, but I mean these thoughts.
Sodom and Gomorrah, We're literally the prime examples of the Western world, or most of the
Yes,
world
it
that
is.
we're living in right now.
Yeah, we're
And
Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0, as
Yeah.
SFM says.
yeah, and fucking it will burn to the fucking ground, one way or another.
Well, gentlemen, I have one bright light to shine on this. I don't know if you guys know, but I have 2 daughters and a son,
Hmm.
and my oldest daughter is my good daughter, and she's getting married this summer,
Oh, congrats, man.
and she's still a virgin.
Holy
Congrats.
Jesus!
Hey, yeah, okay.
So good on her.
You
My
sure
older
she just
daughter
didn't lie
is.
to you?
My older daughter is
No, she
engaged.
doesn't.
Okay, but here's the thing: they can both become great wives, but are they going to stay great wives?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Now, here's
But
they're your
she
daughters,
probably will.
right? But they're your daughters. Are you going to step in and correct them if they step out of line?
I'm not going to support them if they step out of line.
Oh, that's
I'm not allowed to fucking beat them and send them back to their husbands.
no. I never said you were, but
That would be the type of correction that I would find appropriate.
it might
Yeah.
be. In a lot of cases, it would definitely be.
But my
gentler
younger daughter is not my good daughter.
Uh-oh.
What are you trying to say? You want me to marry her and make an honest woman out of her?
Or
No,
is she
I don't-
really bands?
my younger daughter is a radical feminist.
Oh, God.
There's
I'm
no
sorry.
saving her.
Yeah, I believe you mentioned that in the one stream there, Brandon. And it's like, how do you can't deprogram them?
No, you can't. You have to let reality just cock slap
Yes.
them in the face.
There
Yeah,
you go, Larry.
but you guys were mentioning Cain and Abel, and I have the Cain and Abel daughters.
That's what I. That's what I used
really
to have.
do.
Right now, we can't deprogram anybody with society being run the way it is.
He's right. The thing is that, like, especially if you're a young woman, you're going to be rewarded for your horrible behavior, and she's going to continue to be
Rewarded and encouraged.
Yeah.
Well, my oldest girl's marrying a doctor, so
Well, she's going to be great, but the naughty one, let's say, is going to also be duly rewarded in her own way, as things are, and
Well,
that's kind of scary, you know. I feel
you have to look at it this way. She's going to see your older daughter being successful, being a traditional wife, and enjoying life, and she's going to be struggling while just clinging to that ideology and that belief. And eventually it'll click. Like I said, you have to let reality just slap them in the face really hard.
But let's be honest, guys.
Will,
At 30, it's too late if it clicks.
Yeah,
30,
that's true.
Yeah.
Most women should have had their children by 30. I believe most men should have had their children by 30. Right?
I was 29.
I don't mean to make you worry, but I'm just saying.
It depends how healthy the woman is. 99 times out of 100, they'll be unhealthy, won't they?
Dude, if
it doesn't matter at the age of 35, no matter what shape the woman is, it's called a geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah, well,
it's a little flip of the fucking coin.
You're putting your children's health at risk having a child that late.
I mean, right now, I believe that I am too old of a man to be a father to a 3-year-old boy.
It takes a lot of energy.
Well, by the time he's 20, I'm 60. Most men in my position do not make it to 60.
Get a vasectomy.
Well, I already have the kid, so I mean, that's too late for that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not too late for the next one.
Well, I'm not making any more.
So you think.
So I
get a vasectomy and you can be sure.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I'm not going to have any kids because I know that I've been monk since 2011, and I'm going to keep going that way. You know,
lost Eric.
It seems like that for me as well. The way it's going.
Yeah.
Yep, Eric must have disconnected. But yeah, no, I don't plan on having any more kids. But I got a little guy right now that's going to be 3 this summer, and
I'm jealous, man.
yeah, but at the same time, I mean, it's like, fuck, dude. I've got at least 8 to 9 more years of chasing this little bastard around, trying to keep up.
So that's part of your growth as a human being, though. You know,
Yeah.
people like in my position will miss out on that personal growth, that attachment to your child, man.
Well,
we're going
that's
to
just
completely be, we're going to be neglected of that, and that's
I had
Yeah.
3 more, and I had
Yeah.
that connection
Yeah.
with, and it was stripped from me in a fucking heartbeat.
and then you got that side of the coin. You know, it's know you can't bloody win, can you?
No, you can't. Not in this society. That's why,
No.
like I said, we gotta fucking burn this bitch down and
We
take it
do.
over.
We really do. And I mean, I feel that way for you, Chris, because my kid didn't even get to be here. And
Yeah.
that is just
Horrible. I'm sorry to hear
yeah,
that,
it's
man.
terrible. Yeah, dude. And this was way back in 1999 when things were a little bit tougher and tighter on that, on abortion laws. But you know what? There are so many nasty, filthy, hillbilly doctors out there that will perform it no matter
Just for a quick
what.
buck. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for a quick buck. They'll
Yeah,
get you hooked on
anything for
heroin.
$1.
Oh,
Anything
yeah.
for $1. Dude, I
And,
have
and
heard
they sell the
stories.
fetuses for extra money, the fucking nasty bastards.
Oh yeah.
That documentary I was trying to find where the reporter ended up fucking like getting arrested and threatened with a lifetime jail sentence. They were pointing out the social services fucking people that were taking kids from parents, putting them in foster homes, right, for next to no reason, and then in league with doctors drugging the fuck out of these kids with drugs that are like fucking on the level of heroin.
Yeah, yeah. What are
And
they
they're
doing?
little 4-year-old toddlers.
I can tell you why they're doing that. It's because they're selling more pharmaceuticals. That's all
Yeah.
it's about. It's just
That's
selling.
exactly why.
Yeah.
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 All
all
about
it is.
fucking money.
Yeah.
It's all money and corruption. So, like I said, man, I am not joking with you guys when I am telling you if I had 10 guys here willing to go tonight, we would start the fucking campaign to take this country tomorrow morning.
Well,
I'd
I'd
be
be
with
there
you, man.
for you for sure. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, there does need to be, like I said, you want the freedoms, you want the lack of rules, let's say, but at the same time, the few rules that we do have need to be terribly enforced.
The natural law. Natural law is not
Natural law. Yeah.
It's what we started off with. When we built societies, we started off with natural law. Everything else afterwards was fucking add-ons. Now you have 78 to 700,000 laws. These are all laws put in place to put you down, keep a boot on your neck, keep you scared while you get robbed and fucked in the ass by government officials.
And also the feminists, because
And
these laws,
the feminists the government officials use those feminists as tools themselves.
yes, they do. They do. They make these laws so delicious for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the women, by and large, with their herd mentality, always vote for them, and the companies that Chris is talking about lobby for them to do so. That's where it's like an Ouroboros. It's this circle of money and wealth that goes into these programs and keeps sustaining it. What Chris is talking about is breaking that chain.
You're goddamn right. I'm going to cut
Can I
the
address
head.
something in chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Riggs, people don't think you're weird because you're cooking on the George Foreman grill outside. They think you're weird because you went out last summer and masturbated while wearing a clown suit.
That's not good, Riggs.
That's pretty normal in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
you should
god.
come over here, man. You know,
Oh fuck! You never
people
know
wear the
what you're gonna
jammies,
see.
fucking fingering themselves, going to the shops and shit. You know.
Are you fucking serious,
No, yeah, I am
dude?
actually
I mean,
serious.
we've
Yeah,
we've seen
it's
it in
great,
the
dude. It's
West.
fucking, it's great. It's not prominent, but you know, it is over. It's fucking.
But we did see last year the homosexual monkey advertising at the library.
What?
What?
Oh
In
god.
the UK, they had some library that paid these 3 actors, and one of them was a monkey that had a dildo as part of the monkey costume. And
Disgusting.
yeah, it was in London.
So hey,
Oh,
I actually have had an idea for a while to make the most woke movie ever, right?
Okay.
And what it was gonna be was 2 adult things in black fucking leather uniforms with dicks, tits, and pussies just taped and glued onto each other, and they would get it on with each other in multiple different roles and ways, right? And eventually they would give birth to 2 little other mutant babies that were just like them, dressed in black leather with dicks and pussies and tits everywhere, and they would start doing the same thing. And it would be a very short movie, like 3 minutes long, and it would be the most woke movie ever.
Wait, I've got a really great woke reboot. Okay, you guys remember the movie Goonies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's all a total feminist reboot called The Goonies.
The Goonies.
Yeah, The
Well,
Goonies.
that's sort of up the alley of what I was doing with this short film, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they all have tits and dicks and pussies, and they all give birth, and then the babies end up having dicks and tits and pussies, and they get together, and you know, and they're all
Yeah,
black, right? So,
yeah, Netflix would love it.
Yeah,
dude,
just
Netflix should eat it up as a 4-parter.
oh, they'll just end up giving birth to these massive, nasty fucking centipedes.
It's disgusting. Sorry, I dropped off, Chris. My friend
That's all
pulled
good.
me over, fucking with me.
No, it's all good, buddy.
Oh, I dropped that joke. What's that film where they sold their lips to their arseholes? What's it called?
No, that's the
Human
human
centipede.
centipede.
The Human
Centipede.
Centipede. I got it right. Yeah, I got it right.
Yeah.
Then. Fucking
Dude, that was the weirdest fucking thing I had ever seen in my goddamn life.
Oh, have you
You
seen the
ever-
third one?
have you-
The black and
Have
white
you ever
one?
seen The Walrus?
Yeah.
No,
so
I have
Oh,
not.
God.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
I'm-
Canadian, Chris. You should see
Oh
it.
god. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, if I make this woke film, I've got to make like a whole fake fucking genre for my alternate ego or something, and I'm gonna get into Hollywood that way. That's how
The
I'm
Emperor?
infiltrating
Yeah.
Hollywood is with the super woke short movie.
The worst woke movie ever is from 1975 called Sallow, the 120 Days of Sodom.
Oh shit! I thought it was the Last Jedi.
Do you know?
No.
No. It's called Sallow, the 120 Days of Sodom, and it takes place in the rump state of Sallow, Italy, right before Mussolini got hanged, or assassinated, and it takes place in this castle where all these shit libs, they're all like corporatist, super capitalist, business owners and whatnot, and they take 12 boys and 12 girls from the village and make them do horrible things, including shit eating.
Oh yeah, that's the one when they had him like on leashes and shit. And
Yeah,
they
they
were
had them on. Yeah, they're like manja. Oh,
yeah, they were force feeding them poop and crap.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It
All
was
those
like-
people that did that, even they should just be put against a wall and shot.
Yeah,
Yep.
at the end of the movie, they actually, all the bad guys survive, and they're
What
like,
a pity.
yeah, they're heralded as heroes and shit like that, and that's the kind of fucking mindset. The funny thing is, the director, total fucking faggot, right? He got his ass beaten to death like 2 weeks after the movie's premiere.
Dude,
Good.
that's literally fucking the modern age day to day out in the streets
yeah.
of the fucking cities
Oh
now.
yeah.
That's what they do for fucking kicks on the weekend.
I wish something like that would happen to Roman Polanski.
Ooh.
I wish that would happen to a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, gentlemen, give me 10 good men, 10 bad motherfuckers. We'll make this shit fucking happen. Let's light this fucking candle.
Yeah, there you go. We got half of them right here.
There's 3 of those little kiddies from their slavery.
Dude, I am so fucking goddamn perverted, fucking indoctrinated, and fucking sick and twisted.
First, I'm gonna free Kanye West from bloody the grasp of Hollywood.
See, Chris, I think if you start having like this afterbirth abortion stuff and like like this government saying that your kids aren't yours and like I think they're really teetering to the point that some people just aren't going to take it anymore. I really think we're now at the tip of the triangle to tipping point. I really do.
I think we're getting there. Yeah.
But live abortions have been done for fucking 30 years.
I understand that, but some people just have the wool over their eyes. I think
Eric,
I know what you're saying.
Word of mouth will get rude. Sorry.
Everybody who is listening on this, I want you to hear this. In 2012, in Oxford, England, there was a thought experiment by behavioral scientists.
Sage.
Scientists. Francesca Minerva and I think his name was Roberto Giubilini. And they had proposed the legalization of post-birth abortion for children up to age 3.
Yeah.
And the act,
no words.
And this actually had traction. It was considered to be a thought experiment, but many people are voting and lobbying for this now. Here, 10 years later.
They're gonna have trouble in the UK because we've got massive Muslim populations.
Yeah,
they want stand for this crap, man. They want stand for this crap.
Well, that's just it. I mean, they've painted the Muslim population as as the worst people on earth.
No, they've got dignity for their own culture, man. Fair play.
Well, that's just it. I have yet to meet someone that was Muslim that I couldn't at least have a fucking conversation with.
Mm-hmm.
And
right, and an educated conversation.
Yeah, if you can have a dialect, that means you guys can find a middle ground.
Yeah,
right?
Correct.
One of my best gamer friends is Muslim. He's fucking. They've got their own. I can't remember what it is, but they've got their own word for their own Muslims that don't find God. They're like infidels to their own kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's what they teach. That's what they teach all Muslims are, and they're not.
But I mean, I don't agree with that group of Muslims that are just like, we're going to cut the heads off.
They don't either,
Right?
Sure.
But at the same time, I don't know if most of them believe that either. That's the light they've been painted in, right? That's the propaganda I've been sold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right?
But
so
what's funny
is,
eating
it up, or am I seeing the true face of it?
No, you're not seeing the true face of anything that's on the news or what they tell us. That
right.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, here's the thing. Did they do that because they knew that if Western men saw what was going on there and said, you know what? This is how, and these are the things we need here, we would start our own fucking rebellion?
Probably.
Like, is that why they drove a divide between us? Because of the simple fact that if we are divided, we are easily conquered. If we unite, they are
most of my Muslim friends are Turkish.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're from, and I know them in Turkey, and they are not exactly what I would call based.
Are they kind of simps?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
The women are probably hotter over there, to be honest.
I don't know, man. The Turkish ladies are not all that hot.
No,
No.
there's
Oh
some,
no,
there's some
no.
sexy ones.
There's
Well, I
there's
don't know
some
Turkish.
very sexy Middle Eastern women and
Now,
Turkish.
there's sexy Middle Eastern women, but
Iranian.
The succubuses
For the
don't get
most
old.
part, have unibrows.
Yeah, but can she cook and will she
Unibrows.
be a good, loving wife?
Just
I'll
make me some
overlook the
euros.
fucking unibrow. No, I'll pay to have the unibrow dealt with.
But hey, Johnny Midnight, what you were
Yeah.
just talking about, and
Yeah.
what you too, Chris. How you guys said like the stuff that we're doing here, the Islamic population would not stand for. Like like in Afghanistan, like remember Obama was pushing to open abortion clinics there.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
They,
Yeah, that
they even the ones that were more on the U.S. side, they were not having it, man.
well,
They
Eric,
they
Eric,
drove,
look at it this way.
they destroyed the place.
They protested the schools over here too.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. How many women do you think would be down with the fact that they could actually take their 3-year-old boy or girl into a clinic and say, you know what, doctor, my kid's kind of a dud. I really regret him or her.
It's coming.
Could
It's
you put him
coming.
to sleep?
I think that there would be some freaking radical nut job feminazis
there
that
would
would do
be.
it.
There
Dude,
would be.
they would
If
be
What's
there's
out
that
there
law in
doctors
you?
saying
What's that
Yeah,
law in UK? There's a law coming out in UK where you can have your kid put down after they're born.
yeah, no,
I'm,
they're
I'm
going.
serious. I can't remember. I read about it not too long ago, less than a month ago.
I said it's
already
alien
legal.
attraction.
It is already legal in some countries to have your kid put down after a year. When
Jesus.
that's
my kid
disgusting.
was before he was 1, I used to make fun. I mocked it essentially to
Yeah.
his mother and would say he's almost 1 now or he's over 1, so you can't abort him. And she thought it was a joke until I showed her that it's actually legal
Yeah.
in some places. And
I
then she was
had-
like, "Are you fucking serious?" I was like, "It's worse than that. They're trying to bring it in here and to the US as well."
Yeah. I had a psych professor and a sociology professor who advocated for after-birth abortions up to 5 years old.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Like, how
you know
long
what?
ago was
How
this,
old
Eric?
was she?
I started college in '89, and this was like in like spring or fall of '89.
What the hell did people say? How did they react to that?
We were shocked, of course.
Somebody
I
should
was
have went up
disgusted
behind
by
her.
it. I even said, I go, you're repulsive. I
Yeah,
got a
no.
C in the class instead of an A.
You should have walked up behind them, slit their throat, and gotten the fucking medal.
But Chris, you brought this point up too. You even said you would get in more trouble if you took a puppy out and slashed its throat on a public street than killing a kid.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if you guys want to fight these laws, grab a fucking puppy of the same age, go down to these fucking government buildings, and slit the fucking throat of those puppies and drop it on the fucking step.
No.
Yes.
Or you could get your
No, but
kid
he's
killed
proven
and
a
go to
point.
these therapy groups and get a backpat for
Yeah.
doing it. So you
Yeah.
can go and do it again.
No, like I said, guys, we've reached the boiling point. The cup has been long overflowing. We
Go
need to
monk.
realize the fucking ship has sunk, and we need to fucking take back control of ship because everything has gone insane. The insane people are running the fucking asylum. The nut jobs are driving the fucking short bus, and we need to take back control.
Yeah,
because
Clown World reigns supreme. We gotta
Dude.
fucking stop this shit.
Yeah.
we need an extreme fucking response to an extreme fucking goddamn system because this is
See that's why I hope total and utter collapse. Just complete collapse.
That could
Well-
catalyze it. That could catalyze it, but I'm not really sure if there's going to be a collapse.
Well,
Day
in the
one,
next
guys.
It's going to be a
couple of
controlled
weeks,
one. It's going to be a controlled one.
Day
in the
one.
next couple of weeks, we're going to have a whole bunch of radical feminists attacking the Catholic Church because they were the ones that brought this lawsuit that's going to bring down Roe. And
In nomine Patris et Filii et
I have a deep hatred of the Catholic Church But
Feminist versus pedophiles. Go.
but I have I think it would be a good idea to meet those feminist protesters with baseball bats.
You know
Amen.
what, man? I would I would back the Catholic Church before I'd back any of those fucking guys.
Oh, I can tell you now, they won't do that here, man.
No, they
Just get
won't.
the pop.
You're
Just
right.
get the popcorn out and watch them eat themselves. That's what they're
Dude,
doing now.
They've been burning down churches up here for fucking a year and a half.
But
They
yeah,
burned
2 years,
themselves,
2.5
Or,
years.
or 2.5 years.
Wasn't
So-
that one family? Wasn't that one family's burnt himself outside that building the last couple of months ago?
Hey,
Good. I
you
hope
know
I
what?
hope more of them do that.
Let's
Yeah,
let's
me
go to 4chan and ask the guys there to fucking try to
I
promote
don't-
some shit
I
like
don't.
that.
I don't
I
condone
do.
any violence, but if they do it to themselves, I'm all for it.
Oh, 4chan's hilarious.
I
Dude,
love 4chan.
you know how much shit fucking
Oh.
4chan has gotten through to feminist
Oh,
groups and
the-
Antifa
the
groups
thing
and
with
the
the-
government.
It's turned
the-
into some fucking
The
shit.
thing with show your period blood.
Yeah,
It's
Oh.
hilarious.
yeah, yeah. Or the free bleeders, the fucking
Yes, that's it.
scalpers, where they were fucking cutting off all their hair, shaving their fucking heads bald. There was what else was it? The painting with period blood. They
Painting
started
with period blood. Cooking with it too.
cooking with it. They started that, and everybody ate that shit up. So all we got to do is get those guys to say, "Hey,
Oh,
cover yourself in gasoline. I know it's expensive, but cover yourself in gasoline and just
What's-
get it fucking done."
before I forget, what's that fucking actor who kept putting the flag up and 4chan found it?
Shia
Oh,
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf,
LaBeouf.
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched the documentary how they get it. Some like ex-FBI or CIA agent come on a 4chan and tracked all the skies and shit.
Yeah, my older daughter was part of that. She
Wow, brilliant.
Wait, your
Dude.
older daughter's on 4chan?
yeah.
Yeah,
My
Yeah,
old-
no,
Dazed.
Yeah,
those guys have actually solved crimes that our
Yes.
government
Yeah,
could not
yeah, yeah.
fucking pull
They've
off.
actually got fucking. They've helped the police get paedophiles and criminals and violent people. Yeah,
They
they've
found
got feminist arrests and shit.
what's those group? Aikida? No, ISIS bases. They found ISIS bases that the governments couldn't find.
Yeah,
They were like, "Oh, there's some cell towers in the back. Let's see if we can track out where those cell towers are." Bam! There you go. ISIS
Well-
fucking base found in like fucking 3 days.
there was
Yeah,
this
they're-
one
they're-
riot. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Manly.
So yeah, there's this one riot over at your end. I think in America. There's like one of these teachers, like he was wearing a hood, but you could hardly see his face, and he hit.
Yeah, you hit the
someone
bike
over
lock
head.
guy, the professor.
Yeah, the bike guy. That's it. Yeah, and they fucking found him where he lived and everything.
They found
Yeah.
him, his
His
address,
family, the
his
lot.
job, his family. Yeah, and they reported that they even found
him
the guy
arrested?
he hit. Yeah, he's been arrested. He's supposed to be going to jail or something.
That's fantastic.
As emperor, all I'd have to do is be like, 4chan is now my new fucking information fucking.
Those guys are
website.
awesome.
Oh,
They,
dude,
they will not only fucking filter out the people that are looking to bring back feminism and dictatorships, but they will also fucking find any of those groups and where they are.
I go on
In an instant.
4chan all the time, and I throw up these flyers that you can print against feminism, and like all these people fucking download them and like post them on campuses. And
Yeah,
stuff.
no, my daughter, she gets a lot of her and her friends on 4chan. They do a lot of anti-feminist stuff.
Your
a lot.
daughter probably fucking downloaded my flyers.
Probably.
But I'm putting
Oh, she's hilarious. She's hilarious. She gets some funny stuff from that.
Yeah, dude, those guys. I mean, call them what you are. I mean, mostly they do harmless fucking jokes. I don't agree with the people that are out fucking using it to dox everyone.
No.
But when they fucking do a good deed, they do a fantastic deed.
The band
yeah.
like a community, man.
Yeah, you can almost overlook the more petty shit that they do.
It's not even that it's petty stuff. Sometimes it's just, a few bad apples. Just like anything, there's going to be some
Yes.
idiots that get mixed in.
Yeah. But what if the empire and fucking employed them?
Well, I mean,
that would be good.
You could always find my shit posts on poll on 4chan, and that's where I always post my flyers.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it works. It works in its own way.
Yeah, no, I think it's done some great things. Now, it's done some shitty things too. But at the same time, if they are fucking with these Antifa groups and fucking, liberal back groups, go for it. Go for it. Go nuts. Like I said, guys, if anybody knows anyone on 4chan, tell them to break out a fucking can of gasoline and say this is the new pro-feminist thing, and they'll fucking go do it. You'll
They-
see
and
them
They
fucking...
do. It's hilarious.
Yeah, they'll go up like Roman fucking candles. We'll just call this the new order of natural selection.
Yeah, but and what's so freaky is just how much of a hive mind the feminists really are. They don't think, they just do.
Yeah.
They're like drones.
We used to have control.
What do you think
over
Rush
that
Limbaugh
stuff.
called them drones for?
What's that?
Rush Limbaugh called them drones 30 years ago.
Yeah, I
he
remember
did.
that too. And the thing is that they will contradict themselves with whatever is the dominant narrative of the day du jour. They will
Dude.
do that in a heartbeat.
Look at the goddamn wage gap thing. It was disproven literally same week it was created by asking 4 fucking simple questions. How did you come up with this data? What did you use to gather this data? What did you exclude when you fucking gathered this data?
Yeah.
And they were like, we didn't use any of the facts, logic, or reason behind any of this. And yet it's still being pushed to this day.
Yeah, it is. I watched the program 2 months with it in. The entire episode was based around it. My fucking god!
Dude,
What was it? What was it called? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Fuck it, shit.
it's mentioned everywhere. It's mentioned everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh, Shinobi, he will retire.
The real question, Brother Chris, is enough to. Oh, well, I don't think I'll become the bad guy. It's not about me living. It really isn't.
All right, so if you're Emperor of the North, can we make Shinobi Emperor of the South?
But he's in New Zealand.
Yeah, the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, what? You want me to take the whole fucking hemisphere?
I mean, that's
Holy jeez. Guys, not a small list of demands.
I have great ambition there, Chris.
Apparently. Well, just remember, you're the boots on the ground.
Just remember, Shinobi, I said he would retire. That didn't come from Chris.
Okay. There you
What?
go.
No, I'm emperor for life, bro. I don't retire.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, if you take over Canada, you'll have to take over UK first.
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing. If you took Canada right now, and we did exactly what we would want to do, set the laws up exactly how we want, how long would it be before we're censored? Because people wouldn't want this idea spreading.
You'll be Russian,
Other
man.
countries. Oh, dude, we'd be fucking, Google would fucking block us from the whole fucking internet
Oh yeah,
if they could.
oh yeah, definitely. Hey, Father Saunders made a great statement. Also, if companies have a wage gap, companies would only hire women to save money.
No shit. No shit. If I could pay somebody 70 cents on the dollar, why the fuck wouldn't I?
Yeah, but
There's a reason.
The thing is, if you hire only women, then you got to have to hire a team of expert men to clean up their fuck ups.
That's true.
Oh, did you ever see that Joker video on the all female production company?
Dude,
I
you
think
know how
I
many?
did.
I have yet to see an all-female business succeed at all.
It's hilarious, hilarious. SSM did a video on it too. So did Donovan Sharp and Coach Greg Adams. It's freaking hilarious.
Eric,
It imploded in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Here's how a woman designs a graphic user interface. Why not make something that takes 1 click take 20? It just fucking just makes my blood boil, drives me up the wall.
Well, here's the thing, guys. That's all part of that fucking conditioning to keep us divided. That's all it is. It's all it is. Everything that
Yep.
government and mainstream media now that's in government pockets, it's all fucking conditioning. All of it. It's propaganda 2.0, the next level, and Hollywood is just as fucking responsible
Yeah.
for it. They follow somebody's narrative as well. There's a reason why companies are throwing their fucking, their stocks literally in the fucking garbage because
Like
this
Netflix.
is the narrative the government wants to push.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that gym called Curves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My mom used to go to it.
I can
Yeah.
go to that now.
They were everywhere, and it was all run by a completely female staff.
Yes.
And they went, even though they had a great deal of sympathy and lots of dedicated customers, they still went bankrupt.
Yeah. Dude, the first fully woman run business that I walked into was a restaurant chain that two women bought into together in the town of Lloydminster where I used to live, right? And within 3 months, they were literally fist fighting in the fucking sitting and dining area.
Did you get food poisoning?
No, but they were fist fighting in the fucking dining area in front of all their customers.
Hey, Chris, we had to break up a female captain and a female XO in I think it was the 7-0 precinct. They couldn't agree on how to command, and they ended up going at it.
Yeah.
And they had to be broken up. It was hilarious. It's when you put them in charge, it breaks down to fists.
That's just it. If we, you know what? That's how you destroy the government. You put all women in fucking positions of power in the government, and just watch them kill each other.
It's called the Queen Bee syndrome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't see shit like that in prisons. We see at least a division of gangs, and even the gangs can come together at some point for at least a fucking meeting. I think
Or
they
the
have-
military either. I mean, you have a fucking chain of command, and it's rock solid. You know.
Yeah, but they can't do that. They would literally all be fighting for the top, and they would fucking kill each other. The government would dissolve in an instant. And let's welcome our local waffler, Lord of the Brewery, Post Kebab.
Hey, Lego my ego, Polska.
Guys, I'm reporting from the Ministry of Beer. We need more money. All right, donate to Chris's PayPal.
Hey, I already sent in my reparations.
Still for me.
Now we've got the Minister of Beer. What are we going to do with Cowboy? Is he going to be like?
Oh no, he's the Minister of Waffles.
I was just about to say that. Minister of Waffles. Well, hey man, did you guys see in these fucking riding machine for the Ministry of the Grounds and Gardens?
That thing was awesome.
That thing's
No, I did
fucking
not see it.
beautiful. It's in the fucking. It's in
the
Shinobi's,
chat. It had a
Shinobi's,
freaking minigun mounted on it and rockets.
That's fucking awesome. He said he wanted one. I was like, the only way he's getting one of these is if I get one too.
You fucking guys.
We're gonna make shit happen, guys. Day 4.
Day 4. Yeah, there you go.
We got some shit to sort out first, but yeah, no, I fucking would absolutely go full fucking steam on this idea.
Yeah,
I
man,
would
go
absolutely
ham on
go
it.
full steam.
So the link is in the chat. I'm gonna have to check that out when I'm done with my smoke break.
It's
It's in
Shinobi's
Shinobi's
general chat
general chat.
in the Discord.
And Shinobi's okay. All right.
I don't know if I can even fucking pull up Discord. Did I download the app on this? I don't think I did. I'll find a way.
Hey, I'm Manly. I liked your video on the adrenochrome earlier.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It took a lot of time doing that, So I appreciate that. Thank you.
I gotta go back
Manly,
and find
could
this.
you post your channel in the chat so I can sub?
Yes,
Okay.
shield
one
for
second.
each other, guys.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, cheers, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody put it up there.
But yeah, no, this is the kind of unit that, you know, I know fucking Brandon, you want fucking Clydesdales or horses of any kind, but
Yep.
Yeah.
oh, it's gonna be hard to top this unit with a horse, buddy. Like, I gotta be honest with you, you're gonna be riding
This
that
thing
horse
is sweet.
yourself.
Well, the horses are for dragging people.
Oh, that's all it's for, I guess.
Oh, no, are we going to draw on quarter people again?
No. We have justice by the meter.
Island Hermit made it back to the regular America.
Well, good
Oh,
for
Hey,
him.
what's up, man? LA is a shithole. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes, it is.
Fuck, sorry, dude.
So,
No.
some guy was on Fox News in the LA branch of Fox News doing an interview. He goes,
Sorry.
All right, guys, I'll check back out. All right.
he said LA is just basically a homeless camp now. That's it.
All right, brother Bob.
Hey, Bob. LA is also a homo camp. Sorry.
I don't know if I can share the screen.
Wow, you're on twice, Chris.
You've cloned yourself.
There. Sorry about that. I was trying to share the screen on my phone, but I don't know if I can.
Thanks one fast stack. He beat me to the post. Nice one, bud.
Wait, hey, Island Hermit, I can pop out if you want to pop in.
I'll jump out. I'll jump out.
No, Eric.
I'll go.
Sure?
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I
good.
want to hear his shit.
Yeah, no, no one wants to hear me anyway. I'll talk to you guys later.
No,
Take care.
Eric, you're fucking great. I'm just, whatever. I was gonna say I'd go, but no worries. Yeah, all right. Okay, it's kind of quiet here. What's up?
I know. I thought I got cut off or something then. I was like, what? Should I say something?
Please do. I sub to your channel, by the way, Manly.
Oh, thanks. I'll actually. I've got
sure.
to do this. Yeah. I'll sub all to you back, man.
Yeah. I can't pop into Manny. Wait. No, I'm just reading Hermit. I just wanted to hear his adventures in Hawaii. I actually have been watching his videos and stuff, so whatever.
Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry, Chris. I was just talking to Island Hermit in the chat.
Oh, no worries. Brandon, you there again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to read what Island Hermit had to say, but I hit the wrong fucking button again.
Oh, of course.
I got these fucking fat fingers, and
Fat fingers.
yeah, I've been a mechanic most of my life, as well as a mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
You just get fucking big fingers when you twist shit all the time.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, that's muscle, dude. It's not fat. There you go.
I'm trying to make this thing bigger, guys, but this might be the best I can do.
Well, play with it more often.
Check that thing
It's
out.
yours. It's yours. You can rub it as much as you want.
Check that thing out. That's the new lawnmower for the Empire's Gardens.
It's got a fucking Burt gun on it. Nice.
It's
I'll
going
check
to
that
be
shit out.
mandatory. This is going to be money well spent, guys.
Can I get one from our
Yes.
lawn? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want the one that has the automatic. It's got to have the automatic ranging on there.
Speak of the devil, there he is. Holy shit!
Well, if you're
I
going
don't
to
know.
take over a country, you might as well make it look nice.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
right.
At the same time,
Oh,
multitasking.
we lost Brandon again. fuck, how do I disconnect from this? Stop. There we go.
Hey, oh,
Okay,
where's
sorry,
Brandon?
I was having technical issues. He gets disconnected.
There he is. Wait, he's coming back on.
There you go.
Hey, Brandon.
But yeah, no, I thought Indy's idea was totally worth fitting into a budget. It's
Oh,
way
yeah.
better than fucking their private trips to goddamn some country to check out a hotel for 3 weeks on a private jet. We could buy like 9 of those for that.
Or more.
Or more, yeah.
By the
You got to be
airport.
efficient. You got to be efficient, guys.
You gotta have bigger tires on it so we can carry more ammo, though.
That,
Bigger
you know,
engines.
I suspected that the tires were not going to quite cut it, especially those little front ones. But, you know, we'll fix that, guys. First draft. We'll call this first draft. All right?
Yep.
But I personally think it's fucking fantastic.
My only question is, does it come in 40 millimeter?
I'm going to leave that up to Indy to figure out because it's his idea.
Okay.
Hey, Brandon, you're the engineer.
That's true.
Yeah, you're the engineer.
Well, the 40 millimeter gun is the same one they have on the A10. It shoots
Yeah.
bullets the size of Coke bottles.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the chassis is going to handle that, dude.
Well, that's why you need the bigger tires.
Well, we might need a bigger unit altogether, maybe a multi-seater. It's mowing lawn, guys. It's serious business. You need multiple sets of eyes.
Well, if it's multi-seater, you got to put
I
in.
can navigate.
If it's multi-seater, you got to put in a cooler too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, cup holder's optional.
Well, tell you what, for the single unit, cup holder's probably fine. But
Massage
if we're going
seat.
yeah,
Gotta
if we're
go all
going
the way,
into
man.
a bigger unit, we definitely need to consider a cooler system. Jay is trying to talk to us again. Hello, Jay. Oh, he's so delayed.
Wait, is he so? Is he? Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, he's just really delayed, man. Yeah,
He's on the fucking moon.
Hermit, don't you worry, buddy. Those cities will be dealt with.
Yeah.
Shit.
Including Detroit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Boys,
the
I
fuck
gotta,
rest of
I
ya.
gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Jesus.
All right,
Hey.
brother Johnny.
Thank you for having me on. I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Nice to meet you, Johnny, man.
Yeah.
All right,
hey,
brother
hey,
Johnny.
good to meet you, man.
I'll back out
and,
again.
Thank you. But
I'll
likewise.
see you
All right,
guys
Hey, Chris.
later.
Later,
Okay.
Johnny.
You bet. Bye.
Hey, Johnny.
I haven't got long left myself, man. I'm already fading.
Well,
It's
I
like,
gotta get
fucking hell, it's
more of
6
these
a.m.
fuckers.
here, man. Well, you kept me
Oh,
up.
Well, you said you were coming for a half hour. That translates into 3.5 fucking hours. You still owe me fucking half an
I'm
hour.
warming up for tomorrow. Leave me
Oh.
alone.
There you go. Hey, we're coming to your thing. You can come to my thing.
Okay. All right, okay, Emperor.
Yeah, fine. I think tomorrow is going to be fantastic.
I think it's sounding like it is, man.
I think it's going to be great. If you
I
got
think it's going to be a full house, bro.
if we got a full house, we're going to have lots of crazy shit fucking
Mhm.
bounce off each other. This could get heated.
I doubt it's going to get heated with the cast I've got.
Who just left?
Jay.
Wasn't me.
Oh yeah, Jay.
Jay.
Joe, I thought I added him back in. Sorry about that.
Well, he's back now.
Well, he keeps jumping back in. You ain't got the bandwidth, bro. But
Drive
yeah,
to town, Jay.
like, I don't see any other option, guys. I really don't. I mean, looking at the world the way it is right now, it doesn't matter what country we're in. We got fucking guys from 3 countries here. We're all fucking seeing the same goddamn
It's gotta be
nonsense.
my headset. This is way fucked.
It's super
I'm
lag,
right.
Jay. We can hear you, but you're like fucking 2 minutes behind. That's Saskatchewan internet, guys.
No, I have
I
the
got
Regina
bandwidth.
internet.
I
I got
have
a
no
question
idea.
for Mr. Trueblood.
Yo,
Now I understand the Clydesdales. Now is it the Franzisian? What horse is the one that jumps like 2, 3 foot up in the air and can kick like real tall?
well, that I've seen Arabs do that, and I've also seen American saddlebreds do that.
The ones that
All I
do
saw from Father
the funky
Saunders.
walk.
God
Um,
damn motherfucker. Okay, I'll go back to the chat.
All right, brother.
It's like Arabians or something. I can't remember the
Yeah.
Frenzians or something.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
Arabians, most likely.
Yeah, those are Arabians.
Yeah, they
Ara-
jump real tall. I'm just saying that, let's mix it up a little bit.
Yeah,
I
totally.
have no problem. I love all horses.
Well, I'm just
I
saying
like them
something
too. They
that
don't
can-
like me.
They jump up real tall, can jump up 2, 3 feet, it just makes things interesting.
They're gorgeous.
Hey,
But
hey,
it doesn't matter to the convict because it's justice by the foot. I mean,
That's
justice
right.
by the meter, because we're Canadian. We have to do meters.
Yeah. Hey, Father Saunders, all I saw down at the bottom of the screen was little fingers moving up and down. I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah, I was sitting there flipping off the camera for a couple minutes. It was
I was
awesome.
like, what the fuck's down there?
It was Father.
Yeah.
Brandon Trueblood's got fat fingers because he finger blasts his butthole too often.
Oh God. Here we go.
Saunders,
no,
you still working on those Long Islands?
Yes, sir.
I would have never recognized it.
Long Island iced tea, baby. It cost $101 to get all those fucking liquors.
Hey, Father, how'd you get that two-tone beard?
Oh, isn't that crazy, man? I call it Cajun rice because it's red and
Oh,
white instead of salt and pepper.
Okay, I thought it might have been like
It really
You know,
started
tr-
these last couple of years when my divorce was getting finalized. I don't know if it was a stress or just genetics and it was going to happen anyway. I don't know, man,
Stress.
but it used to be all red because, like Mouth Agape 8, man, I got a red ass beard, and then on my chest and whatnot, it's like freaking just white. I skipped gray and I went straight to white. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Dude, I didn't start going bald until I fucking got married.
Yeah, that started in my 30s. I always had a high hairline. Like my hairline was always higher, and then it started to get higher here, and then in the back part here in my 30s. And my dad passed away with a full head of hair. So, go figure. I know they say it's on your mom's side or this and this and that and the other. I don't know. But yeah. And then my dad didn't have a single hair on his back. I have to have the fucking back blade that I have to buy because I got to shave my own fucking back. It grows in my nose, fucking ears and ass, but not anywhere else. You know what I mean? You guys that are my age or older, you fucking know. They'll be laughing.
Oh, I know. My fucking ear hair is like a jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I
dude.
have a whole kit for it, man. I got the nose trimmer, and I use it for my ears and shit too. Because, yeah, fuck you, Island. I was just gonna say something, trying to go Jack Murphy beard. Fuck you, you little shit.
Well, that's where I was going with that, Saunders.
I was waiting for that. With that Jack Murphy shit.
That's where her asshole used to rest. Right there.
That's where the slippy slide is.
Yeah, yeah, that's where her butthole used to rest right there.
Go back
It's
to your
so
Go back to your Smith machines, Island. I know they're waiting for you, so you can do your Smith machine squats.
He's gotten he's gotten like essentially poisoned in that area, and it's grayed that centerpiece from her toxic butthole.
Oh yeah. Riggs, he's on to something there. We called it what did we call it? It wasn't a red rocket. Well, it's called a red rocket, but we called it red wings.
Oh.
Red wings. We don't call it a red hen here. We call it red wings if you eat a woman out on her period. Which
Yeah,
I
Oh, we call it the rainbow over here.
I haven't done that. That's a little too freaky for me. I have not done that.
Well, back in the day, Red Wings were like, when you stick your dick in there and you get on the sides of your cock.
I always called it a red rocket.
Yeah, you guys are disgusting.
Hey man, hey, Look, when you got to get some, you got to get some. And sometimes they might not be. They might be on
Sometimes
their,
she might
on
not
their-
even tell you.
Well, that's
Well,
just it.
there's one thing I can say about my marriage that a lot of guys cannot. And sexual smurge, we did not have. That's actually
Yeah.
one thing we actually did
I
good and did right. So I never had to go through what a lot of guys had to go through with the sexual marriage. It was just that it got to a point where it was so bad. Our dynamic was so bad. Everything was just so much eggshell walking and anxiety and everything else that I just couldn't stand being in the same place as her anymore, man. Like I didn't want to touch her, even though I was very physically attracted to her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was
Perfect sense.
really attracted to my ex-wife, and that was the first thing
I
she
still
cut
am. I'm
off.
not gonna lie, but I just that.
Hey, you want to
can-
see mine
you
naked?
You can only take so much, man. Just like I tell you guys, no matter how hot a woman is, there's at least one, if not more, men out there that don't want to have anything to fucking do with her.
Amen. Well, I'll tell you what. If you guys all donate $10 each, I will send you all
I
the nudes
put
I
that in
have
the chat,
of my
guys. In the
ex-wife.
chat, I put that. Be sure to donate to Chris Mitchell at PayPal.me/Father Saunders. Donate.
I will send you all the nudes that I have of my ex-wife.
The team
And-
will make sure he gets it, guys. I promise.
Brother Eric's back.
Hey, you mind if I come back?
Yeah.
No.
How are ya?
Hey, brother.
How are ya?
I have a little time.
Yeah. What am I going to do? Say no to you and Brandon? You guys are my seniors, man. I can't say that. Respect for my elders.
I have a little time to kill before I got to hit the hay.
Oh,
Going to Arkansas tomorrow.
nice. At least
Fucking
you're here to
Island
spend
Hermit.
it with us.
Of course, it was going to be Island Hermit who made the fucking Jack Murphy reference. You little fuck.
Well, I was setting him up for it when I asked you that question.
I was waiting for it, but I didn't want to give anyone ammo, and then it just kind of took its own life there.
Well, that's the beauty of jokes like that. When everybody knows them, you can use the straight lines to get somebody else to hit the punchline.
Yeah, man, it was crazy because just not even 5 years ago, it wasn't like that, and it just felt like it happened overnight, man. Because even on the sides, man, I mean, the shit's like almost all white. It fucking makes no sense to me. I don't get it.
I don't either, man. But it's definitely a sign of a fucking married man that's going through some shit. If you ask me, like when you start fucking losing your crown or your widow's peak, or starting to notice a lot of gray hairs in the beard. I mean, we're gonna get gray hairs on our head, obviously.
I went gray like overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. It almost felt like that with me too, man. It was.
Yeah, it's really fast. Because I didn't have very much gray hair until I hit 52.
Dude, I got more gray hairs than you on my balls.
I was freaking silver by 30.
Damn. You see, isn't that
I've got,
crazy? How it
I've got
affects
not one silver hair.
Yeah, well, you're just one of those lucky
I'm
fucks.
just lucky. No, I'm lucky. I've got good genetics. I'm just lucky.
Well,
it affects everyone differently, man. That's just crazy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
30s,
Yeah.
20s, 40s, 50s. It's just
here's
crazy.
the thing. I was fine with going gray.
It didn't
That's
hit my
very
granddad until he was
distinguishing.
70.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about it. Like my brother, he's freaking stupid, man. He's putting all that chemical shit in his head and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was
I
fine
did a bit
with
of that, so I might. I might.
Well,
get
I do it. I just cut mine close, crew cut.
I
Well,
was
I
fine
tried
with
to-
going gray, but I started going bald first.
Yeah.
And my ex-wife didn't even tell me. I called her up after I realized I had a bad sunburn on there. And they were like, "Oh, your bald spot is fucking burned." I was like, "What bald spot?" So I called up my ex-wife and asked her why she didn't tell me about it. It's not like my head isn't between your legs often enough. She was like, "Oh, I just thought you knew."
Well, you
You
must,
fucking
you
bitch.
must have been doing a good job because you wasn't concentrated on your bald spot.
Yeah, I guess. But either way, I
Yeah,
found that to be
thinks
very
you play it
rude.
like a bongo.
when you're licking her out, you're going like, "Look at my spot. Look at my spot. Are you looking? Are you looking? Huh? You looking? Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, I'd
Well,
love to be
you-
a fly on the wall after that one. Be like, "Fucking see my bald spot now." I can see it now.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna hate lick you.
I'm gonna bald
Yeah,
lick you.
what can I say? I thought it was rude. Maybe just me.
Oh man, that's terrible, Riggs. God damn it, Riggs. Your mental imagery, man. He says he had a roommate get his wings, and he woke up with clots in his teeth and went to work that way.
Oh no!
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Ah,
nasty.
Oh man, that's fucking funny as shit.
Nasty.
Don't ever lose that fucking sense of
You know,
humor.
no,
That's my
never felt
boy.
nauseous. That's
Don't
literally
ever
Good job,
felt nauseous,
Riggs.
man.
That's how we do here in Nebraska, boys. There ain't nothing that's gonna gross us the fuck out.
no, God no.
Neck
Bro.
beards, man. Fuck you know.
Yeah,
Like,
in Nebraska, they serve Rocky Mountain oysters in the fucking grade schools.
Ew.
Yeah,
Fucking
they didn't do that
gross.
here, but I heard of that. And Rocky Mountain oysters are really popular here. They are.
That's
believe
the testicle, right? The bull testicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've never had them.
It's hog testicles. not
It can
bull.
be
Hog.
either.
Really?
Prairie oysters is what we call bull testicles.
Can we stop talking about eating testicles, lads? Fucking hell.
Well, see, the thing with eating testicles is you gotta watch out for the chewy veins.
Is that the favourite part? The smaller beans.
I only eat the ones that touch the toilet water.
Well, look,
I didn't know what I was eating the first time.
Oh, no.
Actually, it was the one time I did it, but it was actually really fucking good.
No,
They
don't
say
say
they're
that,
really
man.
Yeah.
I've never
yeah,
tried
my neighbor down here swears by him.
Yeah, they're
There's-
good.
Yeah,
It's
he's a
fucking
big
deep
hunter.
fried.
They're good.
These were deep fried with breading and served with shrimp cocktail sauce. It's really
Yeah.
fucking good.
Breaded and
Really?
fried with horseradish sauce. Yeah.
Here you go, guys. Island Hermit. Father Saunders was like a werewolf, but he turns into Jack Murphy instead.
Oh my god.
What an asshole! Go back to Hawaii. The fuck you doing coming back here? Get your ass back to Hawaii.
Back to LA. Oh wait, he's
go
still
work
in
on-
LA.
Go work on your Smith machines. Go work on them legs on the Smith machine. Do your curls on the Smith machine. Your bench press on the Smith. Your shoulder press on the Smith. We all know you do it. Don't lie. He loves the Smith machine, guys.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Does he wear sunglasses when he does
I
it?
do my military press on
And a
that.
big long leather jacket.
It's got its place, guys. It really does, especially if you're working through an injury. Smith machines have their place. The brown.
Yeah, I have to use it with my neck. So
Yeah, man,
So-
we're getting older, man. I've already had a fucking spine surgery. Shit ain't no joke. I didn't work out my whole life and stay in shape to fall a fucking part, man. God damn.
Well, I got a bum
That's going
knee.
to happen to me soon. man.
I'm falling to pieces.
My
Yeah.
brother, he's had 2 scopes on his knee from wrestling, and I've had a spine surgery, and I've did the best I could to stay in shape my whole life. I trained with weights for 27 years before I stopped and went to go boxing with my son, and I kind of incorporated, via circuit training with boxing. But the injuries, they just kept coming, man. Whether it was a bicep thing, a shoulder thing, a fucking both pec thing, I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I can't keep fucking doing this shit.
You're getting
Well,
old.
Here's the fucking weird
It
part
is.
with my knee.
It is. It is.
With my knee, I've got one knee where I tore the cartilage off the fucking kneecap, right? Separated the kneecap on the bottom from the bone. But yet it's my other knee that is completely fucked. Like right now to kneel down and play with the kid, I fucking crack on the way down and I crack on the way up type of
Yeah.
thing.
You know
It
what's
hurts
crazy?
like a motherfucker.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy is I've been in sports my whole life, including a lot of cross country and track, and I was in the military doing ruck marches all the time, and my knees are still. I don't have any issue with my knees. That amazes me.
No, my knee's fucked.
Yeah,
I've-
all those ruck heights in the military probably fucked up your back huge.
Yeah, well, getting blown up in Iraq didn't help either.
Well, yeah.
The big
I think
question,
that was the. I think when I used to lay concrete and roof houses, and then I'd lift weights in the morning before I'd even go there. I don't think that helped either. Throughout my whole life, I've always had the physical labor jobs, and my lower back just eventually was just like, hey, dude, fuck you.
Yeah,
And,
my back is screwed up from the gun belt and all that shit.
Here's the thing, guys. Are you ready to go get blown up again for a good
Yes.
cause?
well, I've got experience, so I'm tried true under pressure. I can put a tourniquet on you if you're bleeding out.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm gonna need. I need somebody.
Well, I'll tell
who's
you what.
under
Let's
pressure.
let the other poor bastards get blown up.
Yeah, we've done our part, Brandon. God damn
Yeah.
it. Eric's
No,
No,
on
I
board.
mean,
train
We're all
the
old.
other guys.
Let's,
I bet you
let's send the women and feminists in first. Operation Vagina Shield.
Giant shield. Oh,
That's going to
yes.
Ukraine, man. That's already on its way to Ukraine.
It's on the way here. Fucking hell, out of the Ukraine. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Operation. We'll call it Operation Split Tail.
that's right.
Split tail.
Moose Knuckle. Operation Moose
That's,
Knuckle.
that's what we used to call it. My old football coach used to get pissed at us and be like, why you're all out there chasing split tail and not here fucking practicing or whatever the hell he'd say, dude. I'd laugh because that shit was funny.
Split tail. So old school.
Chasing fucking split tail.
Well,
I was very guilty of it. I wasted a lot of time and a lot of mental fucking health chasing split tail.
Yeah, my dad used to say, "What are you going after the axe wounds for? Keep your head straight."
Axe wounds.
yeah, we use that axe wound.
Oh, man.
My dad was kind of a snob. He'd say, "She's not from good breeding."
Oh.
And I'm thinking to myself, Dad, you don't know, she's pretty good at breeding.
They'd say that to a good-looking woman, or we wouldn't say it to her, but like, did you breed her? Be like,
Did you breed her?
Did you breed her?
And, but you know, he was saying she wasn't from one of the more wealthy families,
right?
And I was just thinking,
about Brandon and Eric. You know, we had to put in the fucking work, guys. You had to fucking meet the parents. You had to call.
Oh, yeah.
You had to go to the house. You had to go out on dates. It was.
Hell yeah.
It was very common to go 3 to 6 months before you even got to that point of having.
Yeah.
What are you showing us, Brandon?
Brandon, you're not showing us your custard cannon, are you?
No.
Cannon.
Oh, is that a fly knife? What is that?
No, that's both of my keys stuck together.
Oh, it looked like a butterfly knife.
I thought it turned into Wolverine. So fucking hell. I'm sorry I fucked you and I've upset you early on. Jesus.
I
fuck,
got
don't
way
stab
too
me.
many nicknames, man. I got way too many nicknames. I got Flanders. I got Bernie Saunders. I got fucking Colonel Saunders. I got fucking Butthole Brigade. I got the Anus Nation. God dang, dude. I don't think anyone's had
I like that one.
It's great.
Yeah, here's something.
Keep them covered.
Here's something that'll scare the shit out of.
Brandon, it's too dark.
Is that a pair of scissors?
Is it a
Don't
claw?
run with them.
Are you in your vehicle? Can you
Is it
turn
a
your gun light
shotgun
on?
or something? A
Oh,
wrench.
that's a big ass wrench. What the hell kind of shaped wrench is that?
These are awesome. It's almost like you can almost if you get good at it, you can almost use these like a ratchet.
I've never seen that. Did you make that?
No.
Oh, that's
You
one
get
of those.
I've
Is
never
that
seen
like one of those spit all things?
It's I call it a speed wrench, but it's just a box end wrench with that little C shape cut out of one of the sides of the hexes.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's just
Is it called a box wrench?
yeah, it's a box wrench. It's actually a combination because it's got the box on one side and the circle on the other.
Oh, there's two things here in the chat. Both I love. MGTOW Outlaw, you're right. I love the old Oldsmobile Cutlass Supremes. I thought they were fucking cool.
Oh yeah, I had an Oldsmobile.
Yeah, I had an Oldsmobile 442 hatchback, 78.
Oh, nice car.
My first car was a 1970 Chevelle Malibu, and it had 1971 swivel Monte Carlo seats in it.
My first car was a Cougar.
Cougars are okay.
Yeah.
A Mercury
I remember
Cougar.
my brother used to have a Dodge Dart, dude. The old school ones. That thing was fucking cool shit. I thought it was fucking cool.
Dude, I
And
bought that
Ivan
thing.
Hermit, what's better, Asian Puniti or Hispanic? I'm gonna have to go with what's called a Latina. It's like a Hispanic
Whoa.
woman, but she looks fucking Asian.
What about a Eurasian?
We called them Latina. I'm gonna have to say Hispanic, but for some reason they just they age out really, really quick and they lose
I've
their.
noticed that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
Oh, they
yeah.
swell up like a tick.
They
Probably
don't
the
have
sun
to
or
lose-
something, you know.
I don't know what it is, but they are smoking sexy, And then when that thing fucking hits, man, whatever the age, or if they have a child or whatever, man, they don't ever get that shit back. Ever.
They look like Leatherface.
They pull the pin on the fat grenade too.
They do pull the pin on the fat grenade for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about swell up like a tick.
Yeah.
Just like my first wife.
Put it in the right hole, you know.
Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Jim McIntosh had an 81 Regal. You know what? I had a 94 Regal. It was one of the most durable fucking cars.
Saunders, you're stepping on my jokes. I was going to say, hey, Eric, stop using so much lube. It's making the slippy flag sound.
I'm opening a pack of crackers. Sorry.
I was going to guess a bag of Doritos.
I apologize.
I was gonna say the ones that I've met, they look really fair when they're young, and as soon as they fucking hit the wall, they turn into like a fucking piece of old leather.
Yeah,
like
dude,
the Chainsaw Massacre looking Leatherface guy. That's what they look like.
Island Hermit's right too. Asians, they don't really tend to age very well either.
Yeah.
No,
they like black women. They age off a cliff.
It's I know your lifestyle does definitely dictate how fast you get there, because you can stay fit and healthy a lot longer, because we've all seen attractive 40. I've seen attractive 50-year-olds.
Yes,
it's very rare, but I mean they are out there. But they went above and beyond to take care of themselves. But you're always going to be attractive, quote unquote, for your age. Period. In the story, because that 50-year-old who's hot was smoking when she was 20. In most scenarios, unless she lost a lot of weight or some shit like that. You know how some people they grew up the ugly duckling and then they like blossom and they're fucking really good looking, but those are just all outliers. Those are exceptions. Buick Regal, that 3800 engine, man, that was the most dependable engine I ever had.
Yeah.
Have you guys checked out the post that Shinobi put up in his fucking general chat there?
Which
I don't remember. It's out of the Warhammer 40K, because fucking Indy got.
I love Warhammer 40K. I don't like the shit.
Indy got the cart. He wants this thing. I can't remember what they're called, but I do.
I dipped out as soon as they went all that private fucking shit and the bought out.
You're talking about the fucking walking fortresses, man. What are they called? Fuck. I'm not a Warhammer 40K huge lore like know-it-all. I'm not. I'm a fan of it. What are they fucking called? They were from a different age. They had these CTC fucking cards, and that they went through a dark age because the Emperor got fucking killed during the fucking Horus Heresy.
Astartes.
Yeah, the Astartes. The Astartes is the troops, but this is like the big fortress-looking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
What
the
is
fuck
that?
are they called?
It's a big mech, yeah, but it's a big mech with like a fucking city or fucking
like a castle.
It
looks like a castle. Even their airships look like fucking old medieval castles. It's fucking cool as shit.
Oh no, you're bugging me now. What?
See you guys later. Take care, Hermit.
Hey,
all right, brother.
Later.
No, I'm not leaving. I was just saying goodbye to Hermit. He's jumping on.
Hermit's getting off.
Oh,
all right, I know you need to rest. I know you need to rest from all that Smith machine workout, brother.
His arms are tired from the flight.
His arms are tired from doing Smith machine curls. He was doing too many curls for the girls. But yeah, the Astartes, man, the Grey Knights are my shit.
My main introduction was that Astartes series on the YouTube.
Oh, did you see that shit? The dude that fucking made that and fucking Workshop Games fucking hired him.
Yeah.
It was so well fucking done. I know which one you're talking about. It was,
and they privated it all and everything now as well. It's like on their.
Didn't they did a documentary on that guy, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah.
I want to look into that.
He was the big the YouTube designer. Yeah.
It's a Titan. That's what they're called.
Those big ass fucking mech fucking things that are they're as tall as a fucking skyscraper.
Yeah, they have like literal castles on their fucking backs.
The Adeptus Astartes. What the fuck was the What was the name of that shit guy? I'm gonna fucking look that up right now because you guys need to see it. Even if you don't know what Warhammer 40K is, if you watch this, you're gonna be amazed. Like you want to watch the whole fucking like a 2-hour movie of it. That's how well this fucking guy did.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
A lot of it was taken down because he took his channel down and people kept
Well,
uploading it.
because Workshop Games made him because
Yeah, yeah,
now
yeah, they
they're
did.
trying to make money off him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the books. The books are fucking fantastic.
Astartes Project. Let's see. That's definitely I don't know if that's the whole thing in full.
Well, did you guys know that Warhammer started out as a game in Geneva, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
It was a tabletop game, right?
Warhammer originated.
Yeah.
Warhammer originated in the UK.
No.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're thinking of fucking.
Actually,
I'm thinking of D&D.
I should have known that.
D&D. Yeah, you're thinking of D&D.
Yeah, I'm thinking of D&D. My bad.
Yeah, no,
course,
you're.
yeah.
It originated in the UK.
Of course, we have the big convention over here every year.
But D&D.
Yeah.
Speaking of D&D, guys, I'm going to be fucking gaming with my son again this weekend, doing some D&D.
I have never played D&D.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Me neither.
It's a lot of fun.
It's fun.
I haven't played fucking the 40K stuff board game either.
Oh man, is there a way to share this? I
It's
wonder if
not
we
a
can
board
watch this
game anymore,
together.
man.
I don't know
It's
if you
big-
guys would be down for it, but can we watch that on here, or will it handle the bandwidth? Is there a way to share it, or do I
Would you,
just?
would you get copyright struck at all?
Oh, okay. So
I don't
what
know,
I'll
would
do,
you?
I'll pull it up, and then I'll put a link in there, and you guys can watch the 5-part series. It's fucking amazing when you guys.
It
get a
is
chance.
amazing. I do. Yeah, I agree. Highly
It's
recommend.
like
it.
it's about 15 minutes, guys.
It's
I'm gonna
better.
watch-
It's better than anything Hollywood has
Dude,
produced
guys,
in
I'm
the last
telling you
5
guys,
to 10 years.
You
bruv,
will
honestly.
enjoy it. If you don't
please.
enjoy it just for what it is, I'll be very fucking surprised.
Yeah, watching mice defecate would be better than what Hollywood's producing.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm
The,
telling you, man.
the last good movie that Hollywood made was the Northman with that Eric Skarsgård and
I haven't seen that yet.
No,
Don't
I
ruin
didn't.
it.
Oh,
Guys,
no
I
spoilers.
didn't like
No,
it.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but the
I didn't like
Holly
it.
Weird and all the fembots
I
are fucking.
did not like the Northman. I didn't like it.
No.
I didn't like it. That doesn't mean that you guys won't.
Oh no, I understand it, but they're going crazy because
Oh, yeah.
it's toxic masculinity and
Oh yeah, because there's no
there was
white
no
cast.
diversity and
There's no white cast. You know how?
Yeah.
God forbid that they, stay true to the fucking area at the time.
Or
All right,
what you could
drop
do
this,
is in Moon Knight become like an Egyptian
Okay,
superhero.
guys, I'm going to drop the link here, guys. When you get a chance, I promise you'll be entertained for the whole 13, 14 minutes. I promise.
No, I'll probably be addicted.
You will. It gets you.
Yeah.
It'll get you into it because you'll go.
Well,
what are
can you
these
guys-
spears?
can you guys
What's
click
this?
on
What's
that?
that? What's this big giant? What's this? And you go look into
Is
it.
there
It's like,
more? Is
wow.
the
Can you guys,
question?
can you guys click on that link and tell me to make sure it works?
That there
Yeah.
is more, but not
It should,
from the
ta- it, should,
artist.
it should take you to Astartes 1 through 5.
No. Oh yes.
When you get a chance, fucking watch that, guys.
Well, I'm
fucking-
going through the ads right now.
It's fucking amazing. And make sure you watch it on 1080p too.
And
Oh, it's
there's
fucking so
there's
good.
a few other really worthy good videos on Warhammer as well. Just go on YouTube and put 40k in and go down and look at all the animations. It's fantastic stuff.
Dude, I listened to most of the books and stuff on there.
Hell yeah, dude. Watch the Astartes 1 through 5. As a matter of fact, if you watch Astartes 1 through 5, Manly, you're not wrong, but almost everything that you're going to watch is not going to compare to fucking Astartes 1
No,
through
it's not. It's not. No,
It's
it's
just
not.
not. It's,
All right,
it's that
No,
good.
it's not. No,
Just
it's not.
refresh
Yeah.
my memory. Warhammer is like with the dark elves, the high elves.
No, that would
No.
be more D&D.
Yeah,
Warhammer, it has to do with more like Inquisitors. They have orcs. They have
The Emperor.
have you ever heard of the video game StarCraft? It's almost based on that.
Yes. Okay.
So the human Marines, that's based off Warhammer 40k type fucking humans. It's almost like the Spartans,
Got
except
it.
this came before Halo. And it goes into all the organs that they have placed. They're usually 7-8 feet tall. There's Primarchs. There's the Emperor. There's the Chaos Realm, where they have Chaos Gods, which are pretty much like demons. They have like Xenomorphs, the Xenos. They have what else do they have? They have
The Necklords. Necrolords.
Aldari. is another fucking ancient race. They have the undead race. I can't remember what they're called. But
Necrolords.
it's fucking good shit, guys. It's
Yeah, I
fucking
gotta
good.
check that out.
It's a
It's
great
right up my
series.
alley.
Like I said, man, I recommend Lucrus or Ludicus, and who's the other guy? Voldemort. I think he goes by the name Voldemort. But they do like little mini series. Some of them are short. Some of them are like hour long, 2 hour long, and some of them are backstories. Others are like descriptions of what happened on certain worlds and during certain battles or about certain people, and they're great. But the actual books, the 40K books that I picked up some of them on Audible. They're really good as well. Really
I'll
good.
have to get a few of them in.
Make sure you guys save that link that I dropped. I can drop it again if you need to, because it'll
Yeah.
entertain you. If anything, it's very fucking entertaining. Who doesn't want good entertainment?
It's 5-star. It's 5-star. End of. You know.
I am currently going through the Hell Screeching Warhammer 40K novel. So Hell Screech.
That's the other one. Hell's Reach. Did you watch
Or Hell's Reach, sorry. Hell's Reach.
I've seen some of Hell's Reach.
Dude, you got to watch Hell's Reach. It's like a fucking black and white animated one. It's fucking amazing. It's called Hell's Reach. Look that up. Hell's Reach.
I've just started the novel, so no spoilers.
So you got Astartes 1 through 5, and then you'll have what's called Hell's Reach. It's about an hour and a half. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to bid you good night.
Yep, Brother Brandon.
I rented a backhoe this weekend, and I am going to be backhoeing tomorrow.
What's her name?
And
yeah, what's her name?
Who's the hoe you're backing into?
Oh no!
Hey man,
we had a shitload of rain here. I've been digging my foundation by hand.
Oh my god!
And we had like three straight days of rain. Had almost 6 inches of rain here.
Oh,
And
Brandon, are you down south, Brandon?
I'm in Kansas.
Oh
Southeast.
yeah, so I'm in Oklahoma. So yep, yeah, we got drenched. So yeah, I've had the same weather.
It was rainy here for about 4 days straight as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna dig out what fell in. I'm not gonna dig that by hand again. I've been working on it for fucking 2 months. You know.
Well,
so,
just be ready to uproot quickly. You know, shit hits the fan. We kick this motherfucker off. I'm gonna need you.
Oh no problem. I'll keep this as my secret lair.
There you go. Nice hideout.
Yeah.
Hopefully it don't rain on us.
Peace, brothers. And a manly load. Yeah, that is a great name.
Yes.
But the earth is rat. Later.
Take care,
All right,
bud.
See you, Brent.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop you another
Nice
link for what's called Hell's Reach. It's like a hand-drawn black and white, but it's fucking, the voice acting is fucking top-notch. It's fucking good shit. You guys are getting my fucking dick hard on this fucking fantasy.
It's funny
I
how
want to watch it again, man.
Yeah, it's funny how so many of us actually kind of like watch the exact same fucking shit.
There's the link, guys, for Hell's
It
Reach.
is.
So you guys got Astartes 1 through 5 and Hell's Reach. So Astartes 1 through 5 is about 13, 14 minutes. Hell's Reach is a lot longer. So, give yourself the time. But I can't say I guarantee, but I would be shocked if you're not at minimum entertained by a good story
Same.
and by fucking great action.
Oh, I definitely got to check it out. I'm a big fucking
Hell
nerd
yeah,
that
dude.
way.
Fuck yeah.
I got it copied. Thanks, there, Saunders.
You betcha.
Brandon, Indy. We're gonna shut this down pretty quick, but you gotta say it at least once. You gotta say for everyone to drink for me.
Drink.
There you go.
All right, you're shutting it down. All right. Have a good night, gentlemen.
All right,
Thank you.
brother.
Thanks for having me.
coming. Yeah, I'm
Bye,
gonna shut
guys.
it down. We can stay in the back here for a bit, guys. If you want to hang out afterwards.
There's also one other thing because
Yeah.
when it comes to entertainment, movies, and shit, guys, I'm a fucking girl on this shit because I loved it growing up. I loved it, and with all the shit that goes on right now, it's so hard to find fucking good shit. I want to tell you guys another series that I'm enjoying so far called Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
It's made by
Recommend.
Amazon. It's actually good. It's actually
Yeah,
good.
I watched the whole thing when I was I would watch like 2 episodes a night when I was on the treadmill at the gym. Yeah,
It's actually
nice.
good. It's
That's
actually
That's
from
HBO, isn't it?
It's
No, Amazon.
Amazon.
That makes it that much more surprising. It's actually
Yeah.
good.
He's not gay nor a transformer.
No.
Right. And he's a white dude.
Yeah, and he's 6'5", fucking built like a brick shit house.
He's so
Like,
toxic.
Yeah, but it's like it blends
Yeah,
detective work with fucking action, and it's logical and it flows good. And I don't know, man. It's just there's none of that woke shit in it.
There's just that one scene, but you can just brush it off. It's all right, you know. That one scene in the bar. That's it.
I didn't see it yet, but
Where
I
that
heard
little...
it was pretty good.
Oh, you haven't seen Reacher. That's good.
Yeah.
There's only one more series I'd recommend, which you must watch. Is Cobra Kai. If you haven't watched it, if you're into
I like
the
Cobra
Karate
Kai.
Kid, if you love the lore of the Karate Kid, those are fans that have made that show. It is
What, Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai, 10 out of 10.
Cobra Kai is good. I also like the.
It's
I
on
don't
the
know.
same league as the Starties.
Brother Bob's in for the last few minutes.
Okay, hey, you know what? I just after what Flanders said about Jack Reacher on Amazon Prime, it's actually really fucking good. Have you guys seen all of it? All the 8 episodes?
No, I was actually watching it before I came on the Chris Mitchell stream here. I'm on episode 3.
Okay, you guys know that there's 27 books, right?
Oh, there's a shit ton of books.
Yeah,
but
and
they never cover all the source material. Not fucking ever. They fuck everything right up.
no, but Chris, the potential for this show is this one season just covers one book.
Right.
Yes.
They could have 20 fucking 7 episodes. They literally, like, the guy who the author is, I think he plays a cameo in the diner. You know how he's always trying to get the piece of apple pie and shit like that. He's in like one of the last episodes, and the guy's sold over 100 million books.
Hey, son. Hey, bud. Sage. Hey, I love you, buddy. Have a good night. Okay.
Love you too.
Yeah. Ditto.
I took my son to see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness tonight, even though Disney hates me. I really didn't want to do it, but I enjoyed the first one. No, they do. They hate you. And I always talk about don't forgive, don't forget, right, with the pendulum.
Yeah.
You guys heard me?
100.
And they're going to want to go back and say, oh, we were never about that, blah, blah, blah. No, you were, motherfucker. We know who you were, and what you did. Just like the communist fucking airlines forcing you to wear masks and everybody celebrating for the first time. Yeah, but you were fucking commies about that shit. And, people aren't going to forget. But the movie itself,
how was the movie?
I'm going to tell you guys, the movie itself, outside of about a couple minutes, is fucking good.
Okay.
I was very happy with it, but they just had to throw in. And I'm not going to spoil it, but they had to throw in a fucking 2 moms scenario.
Of course.
Fucking pissed me the fuck off, man.
Is that why it was banned in China?
Yes, that's exactly why it was banned in China. I heard about that. Yeah.
Of course, they had to throw in the fucking 2 moms. It's like a minute snippet, and then the main character that they're protecting, she's got like a pin that looks like it's the pride thing.
Oh, I've heard the race and gender swap someone as well.
How do I say this without spoiling anything?
Yeah, I don't want to spoil.
With there's a certain part in there where there's like I'll just call it a higher council, and they did do some swapping with like Captain America and shit like that. That part didn't bother me so much, but it does bother me because I'm getting tired of gender swapping, because it ruins my suspension of disbelief, guys. Because I'm not going to watch a woman kick the shit out of. But in this scenario, since it's comic book shit, it's more believable, right?
Yeah,
I didn't
mind. It was an alternative result thing. The universe introduced to
dude, the fights and the deaths in this, some of them are fucking brutal. So
nice.
I was really entertained. Now I had my 9-year-old there, so I'm like, hey, you okay? Because there's some fucking brutal shit in there. It really is.
Yeah.
Hey, Saunders, going back to Amazon, have you ever checked out Bosch?
No.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna check out, and Flanders, you should go live. Let's keep the live stream going.
I know you guys. I saw you in there. I don't know if I'm going to go live or not yet, bro.
All right.
I don't know
All right,
yet.
brother
I
Bob.
do plan
All right,
on
guys.
probably doing one tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll put a reminder up if I decide to.
Well,
Peace out. All right.
Me and
All right,
Manly
guys.
Low.
Nice one, Paul. Yeah, nice one.
Me and Manly Low got a date tomorrow with a couple guys. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Couple
you should
of people
check out. You should check out Bosch. It's on Amazon. It's
Bosch.
on Amazon Prime.
I will look at that.
it's
I
pretty
am
good.
not fucking happy with Amazon right now because they're going to fucking ruin the Lord of the Ring.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck off.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck, that's
yeah.
that's
God,
destroyed.
yeah.
God
Don't
damn
even
it,
watch
yeah.
it. I'm not even
I'm
gonna
fucking-
bother.
I'm pissed off because I
No.
saw them fucking race swap. I'm pissed
Yeah.
off because even the race swap aside, the fucking dwarven woman didn't have fucking beards and fucking the shit that fucking J.R.R. Tolkien already had an established, built world and lore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
fucking go away from it.
Not
He had
only that,
You
Yeah,
want it to
well-
be to reflect modern times. It's not supposed to be modern times, you
No,
dumb fuck.
no.
It's
Dude,
already
look
established.
at
It's already
that.
there for you, which is why when people have live action movies and whatnot, like fucking Cowboy Bebop, it's already fucking established for you. Don't fuck it up. It's already there. It's already written. What are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, well, look at those fucking super fan groups or whatever that they had on. Jesus
Oh, fucking
Christ.
pisses me off, dude.
Jesus
Even Ian
Christ.
McKellen. I didn't know Ian McKellen was gay.
Oh, I
I
did
didn't-
love that.
I
yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
Ian
I know
McKellen
a
was
long
gay.
time.
He played
It was.
Gandalf.
He was
You
never
want to know
open
why?
about it, though,
Because
was it?
he didn't focus on that as being anything. He played Gandalf
Yeah.
fucking perfectly. I didn't
Mhm.
know he's fucking gay because it wasn't injected in there.
Right.
It wasn't important in the
I am a
fucking
huge
fact that he
fan
was playing a
of
character.
the movies of Lord of the Rings. I went and saw the midnight showings of all of them in 2001, 2002, 2003. I was in college. And I was fucking, I loved the fuck out of it, dude. It's amazing how movies from 20 years ago can be more enjoyable, more believable. Even the CGI almost looks like it was fucking better back then, which makes no sense.
No.
But they did it fucking perfect because there was no agendas. There was no message. It was like,
Exactly. They just
Yeah. Yeah.
do it or you don't.
wanted to make an entertaining movie.
Yeah,
God.
they didn't want to
Stop
push a
pushing
fucking
this
narrative.
fucking bullshit. Stop it. We don't
Wait,
need to see
anyway.
fucking,
Did it-
that two moms fucking thing that they had on Doctor Strange. It was like very, very, very minimal. Because overall, the movie, I very fucking much enjoyed the movie, but I just, I'm
Okay.
like, did you have to fucking put that in there?
I wasn't
Why?
gonna
They
watch
did.
it. I wasn't gonna watch it, so I might consider it now.
I'm definitely not watching the Lord of the Rings. I will watch
No,
the
I'm
fucking
fucking not.
the Doctor Strange.
I'm definitely not watching Shinobi 1. That can fuck off. Oh, this Black Sith woman. No, not again. I
Yeah,
just
dude,
watched the
I-
Viking show where they put a black king, a black woman, queen in charge of.
Yeah, isn't that
Oh,
hilarious?
No, no,
Oh, dude.
no.
That's like the Black Anne Boleyn that they did.
Yeah.
In the UK.
No,
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Dude,
I-
here's
I-
the thing, though. We
I
can
can
get
tell
them
you guys
back.
that I
We're gonna get a
was
half
enjoyed-
cast to
I
play
don't
Lady
feel like
Diana one of the days, man. Fuck.
I don't
No.
feel like I wasted my money or wasted my time with Doctor Strange, though. I did enjoy it outside of that bullshit. I have to tell you guys that because it is there. But outside of that, I enjoyed that fucking movie, and I was actually shocked on how brutal fucking Scarlet Witch was, dude. It's fucking, yeah, it was brutal.
Here's the thing. With my first movie that I'm making, that's like the ultimate woke movie. I'm also looking to rewrite the Shaka Zulu fucking movie,
Oh, Shaka Zulu.
and yeah, I'm gonna swap out Shaka for a white dude who's probably
Yes.
gonna be me. So I'm gonna star in my own movie as well.
I remember Shaka Zulu. I also remember what was her name? I think it was the same actress. She played opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger on Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, the black chick.
Yeah,
Grace
Yeah.
Slick.
Oh,
yeah.
Grace, yeah.
She dated Dolph Lundgren for a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That
Dude,
girl
back
was
then, man,
dark
God.
as fuck.
80s and 90s, early 2000s, man. I couldn't be happier with fucking going to the movies and spending my money and all that shit. There was
Not
a dis-
anymore, motherfucker.
there was a
Imagine going to
disappointment.
see Conan the Barbarian, the pictures, man. What an experience that would have been to see that.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
completely
I saw
tactical.
Conan the Destroyer in the theaters.
Oh, yeah, but it's still good, but it's not as good as the first one.
Yeah, no, I know, but
The second one got me into it, so, you know.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before
Yeah,
you, hear the lamentation of the women. Enough talk. Crom laughs at you full wins.
All right, gentlemen. Well, let's end the stream here, and we can
All right,
chat
guys,
in the
make sure you
back.
check out that Astartes shit if you have those links
Yeah.
saved. Guys, check that
And-
shit out. I think you'll be very entertained because, hey, man, if I can introduce you to something that you enjoy or brings a smile or whatever, man, hey, in the world we live in now, that's a win.
That is a win.
right, guys.
Manly Load and I will be together tomorrow, but that's not airing for a while.
Yeah.
I might do
Monday.
after hours with Saunders tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. I will put a reminder and put it up there so you guys will see it if I decide I want to do it.
And Monday evening, we'll be on DAC stream with Base
Base
Chris,
Chris.
and
Yep.
SCE. That should be good.
That should be very good. All right, guys. Y'all have a fucking great night now.
Nice one.
Peace, guys.
Cheers
Have
for
a
our
good one.
started shit, man.
Yeah. Fucking for the Emperor.
For the Emperor.